The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host of this show are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, this is not serious, this is not real. I am an untrained professional content creator who is freestyling this show. I do not encourage you to try this at home alone. Enjoy the show.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's some wild ass shit right there, isn't it? Isn't that wild? That's beef. That is real life YouTube beef right there. And in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, and that is earlier tonight, my metaversal husband, don't tell my metaversal wife I'm cheating on her with my metaversal husband, brought a story to our show tonight. And it was a story of two content creators who got mad at each other. Oh, Joe, did you see it? Did you see it, Joe? Did you see it?
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Did you see that, Joe? That's wild. The two YouTube content creators, Joe, they got real beef in the streets. You see, in case I don't know, that was one content creator who was mad at another content creator. You know why? Yes. Oh, hang on. You know why they got mad at each other? Because they were striking each other's pages and taking each other's pages down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what it was. They'd actually been going back and forth, Joe, beefing on YouTube. And we're going to go through all of that. Beck says, did she get shot? Yes. That's when she dropped the phone. That's what had happened. See, she was standing in front of her husband and that content creator that they had been beefing. Margot, I'm glad you're here. Look what we're talking about tonight. Miss Margot, this is YouTube beef, real life beef on YouTube, Miss Margot. This just happened this week. It's that Mars energy, Margot.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's wild, right? Right. Oh my gosh, guys. So tonight, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm back for round two just because I was so taken back because, in case you guys didn't know, I'm in the middle of a metaversal beef too. I got beef out here in these YouTube streets. I got a content creator he's pretty damn mad at me, just like that content creator was mad at another content creator. So for everybody who's always like, you know what, it's just YouTube. Nobody can really get hurt. It's just YouTube. Yeah, what do we think about that? So tonight, I'm going to go through some thanks, Trump. For sure. So I have it pulled up. So we're going to go through some news articles and just to kind of see, like, because I'm still like, this is wild to me because it almost seems like he had, like when I go and look at the story, it's almost like I'm looking at one of our panels. They were just sitting up there chit-chatting. This panel, this group didn't like this group. This group didn't like this group. We see this every day on YouTube, right? Guys, bear with me. I swear I'm hiring a producer one day. Where's Hank? Hank's really my guy. Where was that article? Where's Wizard? Where is Wizard? Did he expose you? No, he's decided not to. All right. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna present. So apparently, I want us to get a good little clip here. Let me look through this. Hit that like button. So if this was one day ago, this was one day ago. I'm trying to see if there's anything further. Okay, let's start here. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I'm going to make sure. All right, good deal. All right.
At first, everyone was just trying to look like, oh, maybe someone fainted. But then as police cars started coming over, everyone got very, very concerned.
And you are waking up to breaking news this morning from the overnight hours. 2 people are dead following a feud, according to authorities on social media, that just spilled into gunfire in front of the Bellagio fountains hours ago. Thank you for being here. I'm Kim Wagner. Our live team coverage continues this morning. Police still looking for the person who pulled the trigger, who the person responsible for this shooting. As you can see, it was quite chaotic right there in front of the Bellagio fountains as people were wrapping up having fun in our city. This happened right before the 11 o'clock hour last night. Our Andrew Nomura is on the case this morning. He is going to break down who they believe was involved in the online feud that possibly led to the deadly gunfire. And also News 3's Alora Lagarde is breaking down the...
What were we talking about? Oh, shoot, y'all. Dang it. Oh, wait, I don't know. What were we talking about today?
I have no idea, man. I just got back on my side of town. I was at the protest.
The beef and all this hate that's going on YouTube.
Really? Well, it's logical, I guess. I shouldn't be surprised.
Right, but see, you look how this beef just got real, right?
Yes, and everybody talks that shit like this cannot happen. I am so interested in the surrounding facts of this.
Oh, well, guess what? You came to the right place tonight because
Very good.
Yes. All right, so let's finish this story. I got a few more.
A timeline of how this all went down. Let's kick things off with Alora first. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Kim. We have been talking in these past few hours about what we have been seeing so far. It goes into this deadly shooting that happened, claiming the lives of 2 victims. Just to show you right now what we're seeing, Kim, we still have this area blocked off. We are at South Las Vegas Boulevard on the 3600 block. It goes all the way down to Flamingo. We have literally this whole entire area of the strip is completely blocked off right now. But here's what we do know, Cam. Metro Police responded to a shooting on the strip last night on the 3600 block of Las Vegas Boulevard near the Bellagio fountains around 10:40 p.m. Police ran towards the gunfire and found 2 victims on the ground suffering from gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving measures, both victims were pronounced dead on the scene. Here are the moments that police heard that gunfire, and we warn you, what you're about to hear and see might be disturbing.
Woo! Woo!
Are you fucking kidding me?
police believe
That's wild, right?
Insane. Absolutely insane.
She was
Insane. She said, don't you bring your ass over here and say, now what's up, huh? Now what's up? You can hear
yeah,
a
we're
rack
gonna
the
go.
pistol.
Yeah, we're gonna go through all of the beef streams. I hate you. Oh, it's okay. Well,
I
I'll
was
reply.
gonna ask you, you got some of the content, you've looked some of the shit up, they got them there. I didn't
Uh-huh.
want to okay, I didn't want to be presumptuous or anything, but I'm totally interested.
Oh, okay, well, let the show flow, bro. Okay. I'm fucking with you. All right, come on.
they have the suspect identified and that this is an
We're getting all angles of the story, Joe. Okay, take it.
Good. I was hoping you was thorough. I can't bullshit you.
Okay, come on.
isolated incident. Now, they also tell us that this involved some sort of social media beef between the victim and the suspect. The Undersheriff Andrew Walsh spoke to us during a press conference at the scene last night. Here's a listen.
At this point, every effort is being made by members of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to locate, apprehend, and arrest the suspect who is
Hell, I
responsible
could
for
have
this
found
crime.
him. He's so fucking alive.
Now, they have not identified the name.
Right. And you know, YouTubers were calling in to the
Laughing right
know.
to be superstars
You know.
themselves. I'm the
You
one
know
who
the
turned
one-
that nigga in. I saw him on so and so.
So you know this was on the live, right? Like he was on a YouTube live when this happened. They were YouTube live.
Yes, but I think I did learn something new. I didn't know she was involved. Did I hear you say she's the one who got popped?
That's
the black
the wife.
girl?
Yeah, that's his wife.
And the brother who stepped in for a moment. He's the other guy who got shot. Yeah.
That's her husband.
Okay. I didn't
Yes,
know.
that's why the camera fell.
All right. I thought the shit just got knocked over. They ain't had no details. I saw that shit on Reddit, man, when it just happened.
Oh, dang it. Where is Wizard? I bet because hang on. All right. While this plays, I'm gonna look because I read a news article. So I'm gonna look up something while this plays, okay?
All right.
Of the suspect or the victims at this time, but we are still awaiting those answers. But what we can say is that it is a very somber feeling right now, having 2 lives being lost. We're now going to send it right on over to Andrew Nomura, who's going to give us a little bit more regarding that social media aspect to it. Andrew?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, tons of police presence here from our end. Currently right now at Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo, here on top of the pedestrian walkway where we are getting our best vantage point of police presence here as they have blocked
Resto,
off
you
any
watching?
entryway onto Las Vegas Boulevard in front of the boulevard.
Restos, you was what? Tommy was back here. Doing it as well.
Yeah.
About the story you brought to us earlier. So we're watching this video and stuff. So we're gonna go through it because we always talk about what's beef. You know, beef's not real. It's a YouTube content creator. We're not, but we haven't got there, guys. Wait, golly, you guys, just chill.
I've seen
fountains, but just like
What, Joe?
I've seen a couple instances, right, that people point to. Nothing. This would be the most famous, this most in the open. You know, this is maybe something different. Right? Oh, let me ask you. What injuries can you point to behind YouTube beef? What's the worst you can come up with? The fact that you had pause is good enough for me. This would solidify a lot of arguments for niggas.
So I used to work with this other content creator on here, and man, he was notorious for going around and calling people out and you come find me in the streets. Woo, 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 woo. Talking. He's been doing it for 8-9 years. Boy, they caught up to him.
Wow.
They caught up to him this past week. I would show you pictures.
Just this week?
Well, he'd been on the run. He'd been in Florida, and he had to come back home. He had to come back home, and he only been home for 2 months. And they definitely touched him. And But he'd been campaigning for it. They were running videos, making fun of it, making fun of his injuries, and everybody's like, he campaigned for it. You're gonna get what you campaigned for.
I saw a guy get shot. I can barely remember, but a guy got shot at his door. There were a lot of beat ups that I know happened. I got a friend that went to another guy and smacked him around a couple of weeks ago, but it was nothing like what you talking about.
Yeah. What? So, all right. Let's finish the story. Okay, hang on.
Alluded to, Kim, Under Sheriff Wash mentioning that this whole feud started on social media.
Give me details, knuckle.
At this point, we
We're
believe
not
we
there
have the
yet.
suspect
Not you, I'm
identified,
talking to
and
him.
that this is an
Okay, so here's how oh, good Lord. So here's how it is. I'm pulling the news clip before we even know who this week. We just know we don't know who the suspect. Then we're gonna get to we know who the suspect is. Then we're gonna get to the suspect's arrest. So
no, fuck that. Hey, did I have a promise at the end that I'm gonna see this niggas beefing online? Fuck you, nigga, blow me. Am I gonna see that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
gonna see a little bit of it. A
You
little.
suck. Yeah, somebody help Cynthia. Somebody more talented. Get up here with some fucking clips of the actual behind the scenes beef.
Yes, you're gonna see it in one of the clips, but it may not be like this, the whole.
I mean, before the channels get taken down, somebody should be out there.
They already took the channels down. The channels are already down, but everybody who screen recorded is now restarted uploading everything.
Right.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Come on, work, chat. Damn it. It ain't free.
Wizard, please, Lord, come help your metaversal wife.
isolated incident, knowing that the suspect and the victim had previously engaged in some type of conflict using a variety of social media platforms.
Yeah, from what we can make out as we were doing our due diligence here, this apparently beef between what's called Sin City Manny, a YouTuber.
So we got Sin City Manny here on the right, who has like the whole "I'm the new modern day Joker" vibe. He has 14.2K subscribers with 334 videos. I think his page has already gone down. And then over here to the left, we got Finny the Legend. He's got 3.11K subscribers.
How many subs he got?
3.11. However,
I thought that's what you said.
However, in one of the news articles, I do believe that it is now up to 4.4. One of them mentioned that his channel, because Finny the Legend's channel is still going up. Oh, should we go look at that? Would that be in trouble though?
I know we should look it up. We should. This is weird, but I always tell people your first taste of power comes when you get 4,000, and when you get 15,000, you lose your fucking mind. And it's so interesting that they were close to those numbers.
Well, so and a lot of this had to do with getting striking each other's pages.
Yeah, I ain't interested. I was hoping to hear shit like that so I could yell at you niggas.
You what?
I was hoping to hear shit like that so I could yell at you cats, right? So when a motherfucker be like, yeah, it was just a strike, I could be like, yeah, motherfucker got killed behind that shit. 2 people in the prime of their lives. I could get, that's what I was hoping it was behind some shit that I see happening right here all the time.
All right. Hang on. I'm looking back here. They don't have his channel. Oh, wait. It should be right here if I can see it. Finny the Legend. All right. FINNY.
Just saying, if this was Flow State, 18 clips would have popped up by now. I'm just saying.
Shush. You ain't at Flow State.
Sarah would have been on it.
Just be quiet. Just chill out, okay? And this is a spontaneous live. And it's like breaking news. This is, oh my gosh, I forgot to. All right. Y'all finish watching this news clip, okay?
Also between Funny the Legend, of course, this information not confirmed at this point, but doing some process journalism this morning, we also saw that a tweet alleged that the beef was between these 2 YouTubers. Of course, we are working with authorities to figure out the best way, getting more information, and when we do, we'll be sure to bring that to you on air and online on news3lv.com. Kim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
And Andrew, before we let you go, have they given you any indication that we've seen the social media images of the person with a gun and using it, so it seems fairly easy to identify the person. Authorities have saying they do know who the person is, but they've yet to be arrested. Are they sharing any information as to why? Do they not know where he is? Are they getting a tactical team together to move in? Are they sharing anything like that?
That's a really good question, Kim. From what we can gather based on Andrew Walsh's press conference, not taking a lot of questions at all last night, but of course they will be turning over any stone unturned to make sure that they get this person. But when we get those details, we'll be sure to update you.
All right, thank you, Andrew Nomura, and before him, Alora Lagarde with our live team coverage of two people who have been.
That was the worst reporting I've ever seen.
What?
Well, the whole thing started over the one guy macing the other guy's wife.
Right here when he was there?
No, it couldn't have been. Or was it?
No, a couple years ago. The whole thing started over a couple years ago when the one guy maced the other guy's wife.
Right.
That started the online internet beef, and it grew to one guy's audience growing, the other guy's audience declining. In that, he tried getting back and striking the other guy's channel. And then he went to the city, and because the one guy maced his wife, he went up and
press charges and shit.
Yeah. Well, no, he that's when he went into the Las Vegas here and
did his own thing. Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it's been building for a couple years.
Did you watch them prior to this?
No chance.
Huh?
Wizard, did you watch them prior to this?
I've seen a couple of Vinny's videos, but that was it.
Oh wow.
I've never subbed to him or anything like that. But
in retrospect, you seen any of the beef?
No.
Well, damn. Okay, so dude made somebody's wife 2 years ago, and he just now catching them 2 years later in them streets. I guess it had to build.
It was also he came to his city. It was in Vegas. One that was already there. The Sin Manny.
So I'm assuming it was a black couple who was flexing like, nigga, I'm in your hood. And dude was like, his pride just wouldn't let go. And you like, fuck.
So that news article you put in the backstage earlier, Wizard, did show some of their backstage. None of these are really news articles. Let me see.
You should be able to type their names in, type in beef, and put beef behind it, and some industrious YouTuber would have come up with something by now.
Yeah, but I'm not going to play a YouTuber's thing because then it will catch me an issue. You can only really do news articles.
Or you could fucking stop and talk. I like to talk. You could talk every fucking half a minute or something.
All right. I don't really know I don't know.
Beef. Put their names in. I don't know what it was. And you put beef behind it. And some should pop.
Yeah.
I sound ungrateful. I'm ashamed of myself.
I know. What's this? Like, this don't even look.
Las Vegas police are investigating a shocking shooting that unfolded live on a YouTube stream, allegedly involved.
That freaking looks AI. Yeah, you just.
Wow. I didn't know.
Shit.
Yeah, it's so fresh. Nothing's hitting. It's so fresh. Nothing's hitting the Wayback Machine or anything like that.
Yeah. So.
Can you sort by upload dates?
Yeah, but put that article that you had back there earlier, Wizard. Do you have that still, the news now? And then let's continue on with my original plan of what I had for my show, Joe.
I don't know why Wizard keep interrupting you, man. That's rude.
Man, me either.
It's crazy.
Wizard?
Do better.
Right? Then I even have like the news article pulled up, but you keep stressing me out.
Yeah, you know me. I always jump to the end. I get criticized for
I
that.
know.
I see the route, and then my mouth start watering.
So, okay, let's do this. And we watched this.
Suspected gunman in the deadly shooting on the Las Vegas Strip made his first court appearance this morning. The Clark County coroner also identifying the victims. Here's a pic of them: 44-year-old Rodney Finley and 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. Our Andrew Nomura joins us now from the downtown Las Vegas area with more on what he's learned about this case, along with reaction from several YouTubers who showed up in court today. Andrew?
Yeah, that's correct, LaToya. At least 3 YouTubers were present when 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz made his first court appearance. They also shared insights as to their reasons why this beef turned deadly.
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for 2 counts of open murder with use of a deadly weapon.
41-year-old Manuel Ruiz makes his first court appearance Tuesday, 2 days after he allegedly shot and killed 2 people along the Las Vegas Strip near the Bellagio fountains. The Clark County coroner officially identifying them as 43 and 44-year-old Tanisha and Rodney Finley.
I thought it was just all for YouTube content. I didn't think he was going to actually shoot him.
That's what they always say, Tarek.
I didn't think it was going to be going that far.
This apparent YouTube beef turned tragedy, getting the attention of other creators like Marquise Wiley, who showed up to court in support of the victim.
I can't wait until it's time for you to go home, because you're going home with a bad note. Talks too much, doesn't know when to speak. Joe, do you hear me? Let the news article play, and then you can take all the cheap pot shots you want to take, okay?
Yeah, I'm a big kid. What can I tell you?
Shit, you're just ruining it. Because I have shit open in the back.
He says the bad blood started brewing more than a year ago.
It was all about who was the biggest.
I think that's the one you're looking for. I just dropped it back.
Okay.
And they was in competition. And when you watch YouTube, you see different creators competing for viewers. And that's what I thought it was about. I didn't think it was going to end in violence.
A judge ordering Ruiz to be held without bail. Wiley says this incident is not a representation of all influencers.
Man, you see the way he looking, Joe?
I missed it. I looked away, man.
I know. Look at him. He knows. As a content creator, he knows.
Oh, the brother here?
Content. So he's standing there like a G. Like, I'm not saying, I'm not condoning, I'm not agreeing with what
I got friends who are like that, man. I think they like the spotlight.
He's standing there like a G.
Judge ordering Ruiz to be held without bail. Wiley says this incident is not a representation of all influencers.
It make all YouTubers look bad right now. Because people think that we are violent and stuff like that. I have the Wiley show. I'm not violent. What Ruiz did
don't make it about you, pal.
It was stupid, and he deserved to be in prison.
Well, Ruiz is slated to be back in court this Thursday to be arraigned on open murder charges. For now, live here in Las Vegas, I'm Andrew Nomura, News 3.
Yeah. That was wild, right?
Yes, that was it. That's some of the shit I was looking for. Hold on, I got motorcycles.
Alrighty, so one more. All right. Oof, I swear, y'all, I'm gonna hire a producer one day.
So it finally happened.
I got 2.
Everybody know people who showed up at somebody else. I had a guy show up at.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say this isn't the first time, and it isn't the first time 2 YouTubers did it. It's happened before.
Yeah, I had a guy show up at his chick house, and I was there. And he went live. Yeah.
What happened? Did they film it? Was it caught, or did it just go?
When she woke me up. And I got to the door, and he was in a van, and he was like, "Stay right there," and he drove off. I'm like, what the fuck kind of weird shit was that? But I didn't know he'd been out there before that shit on live talking shit. Yeah, fuck this nigga up, all that shit. It was crazy, man. Yeah.
All right. Back to the stage. Alrighty. So this is gonna be a hard it's gonna be graphic. I'm gonna please telling you now this will be a graphic, but it says Sunday's murder of a husband and wife stems from online beef. Two YouTube streamers arguing over, among other things, copyright infringement. The 8 News Now investigators review an hour's worth of archived videos reveals.
Copyright infringement. We know anybody who do shit like that? Who
Yeah, all the time.
Enough. Yeah,
We just had Snaps and Tommy lose their pages.
What? I'm shocked. I'm amazed. Wow, Snaps, he's such a nice guy. He wouldn't do that to anyone. He wouldn't report niggas and try to get their channels taken down. I know.
Okay, we can sit there and we can say that, but we can also say Tommy. And where was Tommy? He was in Las Vegas. And what did Tommy do? Even though he was in when he was in Denver, Colorado, he pulled out his pew pew and got mad at the state. So we can sit here and joke about copyright infringements, but that doesn't change the fact that mentality is there, regardless of what it is.
Very good.
Fight. If it's a fight, it's a fight.
Yes, very good. Yes, got to keep that in mind.
When they cut the music down like this, they gonna say, "You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here."
That YouTuber, Finney the Legend, finishing up one of his last meals at lunch right here in Las Vegas. Finney the Legend caught up in that YouTube feud with the person who appears to shoot Finney right on camera.
8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne joining us in studio tonight to help break down this deadly online beef. Kyle?
Brian, Denise, Finney the Legend has relatively few subscribers on his main YouTube page, about 4,000. But that didn't make the virtual brawl with his online rival any less real.
Okay, let's talk about it any less real. First of all, I'm not going to say it. Okay, I'm not going to say it. Go ahead, guys.
Can't stand the tease. I say, don't play with me. I can't stand the tease.
I wish to say who this new weatherman, this news reporter, what reminds me of. And I've never seen them, but they're in my head, this is what they look like.
They look like an actor to me. That's what he pops to me. One of those. I can picture an actor that looks just like him.
I'm sorry, Wizard. Go ahead, please.
Well, it seems to me like the underlying issue, like I said initially, was the one guy maced the other guy's wife. And that alone, by itself, seemed to have been a starting point and ending point. And with the exception of the online rhetoric that happened over the next 2 years. That rhetoric online, it acted like an incendiary and just sat there and smoldered and burned.
Very good. And him coming to his neighborhood was the thing. He could not lose face. So he had to do something because dudes in my neighborhood, in his head, the people are expecting it. I must do a thing.
Yolanda says, can you imagine how this poor family feels seeing the death of their loved ones of this?
Ooh.
Do you remember when World Star? Everybody used to do, so recently in the community, Wizard, I was telling him in the Mo3 sectors, one of the content creators got touched. But he had been campaigning for it, but he got touched, and we were discussing we can't wait to see the video. And they're like, come on, man, he was in the hood. You know, street men don't record this, right?
All right.
And somebody said, yeah, but there's always a World Star person away. So unfortunately, there's always someone filming. So unfortunately, this is sad, but this is becoming so common. Like everybody just rather film.
Well, and I know a couple First Amendment auditors myself, and it was filmed. It was on video. And the one guy went after the other one with a knife and stabbed him several times. You know, so it's not the first time that it's happened. It won't be the last. It'll be many There will be many different degrees. Go get him, Joe. Go get him.
I've been working all day. I just got back from the protest downtown, man. I've been on my feet all day.
Yolanda says that's how we found out. Oh my God, we found out about my brother's car accident. It was announced on the news as a fatality on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that too, Yolanda.
Yeah.
And my other brother recognized my brother's car. Oh, wow. See, social media.
Oh, wow. You be like, hey, is that Joker? What? Wow,
Man,
yeah, that's brutal.
when I worked at the clubs, there was a manager who was an AA, and he would go to the AA meetings. But anyways, I guess he was at an AA meeting and ended up having a heart attack there. So somebody in AA knew that he worked at the club, so they called the club to tell the club, hey, because they didn't know his wife's number or anything. They just knew he worked at this club. They called the club and said, hey, he's just passed away. And the girl that answered the phone was like, oh, okay, I'll let the manager know.
Holy fuck.
And she immediately started posting it, RIP so-and-so media, and that's how his wife found out. Because she called the club and was
my God.
screaming at why is that girl saying that?
I would have said that too, man. You just gonna give it third hand to the receptionist. Hey, tell him a man's dad. Damn.
Yeah, because he didn't know. I'm sure he was freaking out too, but I'm so sorry that happened to you, Yolanda. That nobody deserves that. Nobody. All right, let's go back.
I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town.
Uh-oh.
Dying to see him.
Dying to see him, an eerie online foreshadowing of what was to come. YouTuber Sin City Manny on the hunt for another YouTuber known as Finny the Legend.
Premeditated.
Gotta come in under a fake name though.
Mocking Sin City Manny at what may have been his last meal in Las Vegas or ever.
Don't dine and dash, says TT.
Eating and drinking with his wife and friends before he was killed.
I want to say Sin City family and
Yeah, so you see how they are. Hey, I'm riding around in your streets. No, I'm in your neighborhood. What are you gonna do? We see that all the time.
Yeah, I see all the time.
All the time.
This is great. I'm sorry to be fucking happy that two people lost their lives, but this will be put to use.
What?
All
right.
This no. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
This is something everybody can relate to.
Oh, it's gonna get even. You're gonna be able to relate to it even more in a second. We just slow walking the dog, and get interrupted a few times by one.
Yeah, shut up, Joe.
All right.
Manny, Sin City family and Manny.
Finny's YouTube stream with someone who sounds a lot like the President of the United States, the Sin City family, over a copyright warning which may have been at the center of the dispute, as explained on Finny's stream by one of his online guests.
If anyone needs to be struck down, it should be Manny. That's who needs the copyright strikes.
Boy, how many people be in our ears? You know what you need to be. You know who did it. Right?
I've had some high pressure to do that. Joe, we got 2 strikes on him. He uses your shit all the time. One more time and that channel's gone.
Yeah, they do that all the time. People want to do this. There's the hashtag out there that they do. Chuck in Tennessee started it. Deport Cynthia.
No, but it's funny.
Right, but on his stream, that's what he had President Trump, the voice of him talking about, fuck Manny, he needs to be deported. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Chuck shit's funny. Dude shit, I see a different level. They also different shit.
Man, but that ego, that puffed up ego, it's different.
Yes, it is. And it feeds it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to restate this. At 4,000, it's a mind shift. You get power. and other people recognize it. It's weird, but it's a real thing. And that dude was in a hard place. He thought he was a god for the first time. He thought he was a god right there.
The
He
one at
couldn't relinquish
4,000?
that shit. At
The-
4,000, yes, you step into a room, a motherfucker say, "Hey, Joe Cool." At 4,000, things YouTube shit changes, and then at 15,000, it's that's when I watch motherfuckers. Either they're gonna be that guy who goes out there, yeah, you gonna find out who you talking with, who ego go, and I know what direction they're gonna go with that shit. Or they get over it. Everybody has those bumps where you can start getting recognized in the street and shit, and it could go either way like a narcotic.
Well, I've come to realize that and I don't take anything serious on here because everything is subject to change in 1 second. So
Yes.
don't get too comfortable or too adapted because it's going to shift.
Yes, I agree.
That's who needs the axe.
Part of an internet
Look,
subculture
boy,
that might seem
that.
strange if
Look
you're
at
not
that.
part of it, but
Look
apparently
at
very
that.
real.
They are sitting on a panel. Don't
That's
that look like
us.
sitting on a panel?
Yeah, that's us, yo. Oh, pay attention, motherfuckers. See? Yeah, I'm doing good shit already. You two fucking angels who just passed.
Yeah, you see, this is us sitting on a panel. Let's take a hard look at ourselves. This could be any one of our panels.
That could be me with that big ass cheese eating grin, and that's us.
That's all the day. Exactly. This is
That could be Tommy or Flo with the hand on the chest.
and all the avatars.
All the avatars, that's OTW. That's the first thing top right remind me of.
No, that top left reminds me of Marathon Kev with the smile.
Okay, yes, I see Kev now.
And then the right is OTW.
Okay, I see that now. Fuck, I can't get it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we think that this internet, like we're our own, and it's just over here. It's everywhere. I'm gonna go find a new community because I'm sick of you people. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Look, we all look the same. We all look the same.
All right, we need to see because we've seen this behavior before. We need to see if we can discern what was different. If something was different that made this occur, man, so we can help prevent it. At least that's where my head's going.
Well, that's why I try to remind everybody. You have to understand this, internet guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg, first and
Really?
foremost. So the tip of the iceberg, you've got 10%. Of the tip of the iceberg that you see, you're only seeing one surface. So there's another 10%. Of that 10% that you're actually seeing, you only comprehend 10% of that. So by the time you get it all cut down, you're only getting 0.1% of reality.
I would agree with something like that, yeah.
So why would you make it reality?
Yeah, it's not logical. I'm absolutely agreement. Our receptors aren't good enough to even determine what reality is. We got these five senses that think we're gods, man.
That's wild. All right. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to take it. Like, I wanted y'all to really soak that in. Like, just everyday people having fun like us.
Real to those involved.
You want a bandana like this? You gotta be diehard, Sin City family.
That's Manny on Finney's stream 5 days ago, downtown near Fremont, where Manny seems to have staked a claim as king of Fremont.
He's the least informed Vegas person out there.
This type of thing that Finney the Legend and his online cast of characters would criticize.
Better believe it.
This is exactly us. So
My city and think I'm not
This
gonna
is
show
Tommy.
And
This is Tommy and all his
Yeah,
outfits. When he comes in all of his different outfits. This is Tommy. You know, none of us really drive around and talk shit. But if we did, this could be one of us too.
To which Manny seems to have taken great offense, playing out in an unthinkable online conclusion streamed on YouTube.
That nigga crazy.
That whole drama
nigga
playing on the internet still
fucking
going on. People
insane.
online and comments and other.
That what?
That
For
nigga
sure.
insane. What? He got to be. Well, I guess
Bro,
everybody's
there was no
broken.
fight. There was no nothing. And you see his wife say, Don't bring your ass over here.
Yeah, what now, motherfucker? Damn, you didn't want to rap, pistol
no,
whip
no.
him or something?
Let's talk about it. You was talking Cash Money shit.
Oh wait, look, I got police. Holy shit! They should just try to get out and hit his window. He's gone now.
Are you
See
gonna
that?
go?
I'm gonna see if she go after him.
Is she gonna go after him?
She's going too slow. She got out the car and ran with her club out and tried to strike
Well,
his
how
car.
come we're not getting exclusive footage? I'm so confused right now.
I'm on the phone with you, nigga. I had to hang up the phone.
Okay. All right. Back to the story.
YouTube posts taking sides and even still subscribing to Finney the Legend's page after his death.
HopeLink of Southern Nevada, a family resource center in Henderson, provides homelessness prevention services
YouTube
throughout
Premium is
Greater
a
Clark
thing.
County in an effort to keep Nevada housed. HopeLink of Southern Nevada is here to guide individuals and families towards stability and a path to.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I think that was the end of it. Okay. So yeah. So earlier, did you see Tarek's short of you today?
Yes, I did see Tarek's short. Yes, I did.
Of you. He did one of you.
Well, I was saying that. I don't know if it was of me. You can't unless you put up two.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, he did the short. And reveal what you said to him again, please?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd have to shift my mind. I don't know. Help me out.
It was the one about you told the story about your ex and y'all both had YouTube channels and you had helped her build it up.
What, you want to hear that story, or is that what he used? I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I want to hear the story.
I was like super popular, super unbelievable type shit. And I'm fucking thinking about the broad. I don't even know if this is a story. Some chick I went to New York to fuck. I don't even know if that's a story. What the fuck was the story?
You're talking about the online beef and how
this is another chick.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
All right. This is another chick. I get with her. She's in Denver. She's no. I got the story.
Okay.
This was a different chick. One of my ex. She's in outside of Denver, Colorado. And I helped her build her fucking channel. I would debut like little shorts of my shit on her channel. People would go over there in anticipation of my shit. So she blew up. As soon as she got to 1,000, she go live. This shit hit her head in a week, and she thought she was a god. And she was using my name all over the place and attacking motherfuckers. And she wanted me to roll with her on that bullshit. I didn't, and she put my shit on the internet. Now, as popular as I was, and am in my shit, you guys got no fucking idea. It was 100 videos made about that shit. And the niggas built their channels and everything, instantaneously on that fucking drama. And I was foaming at the mouth. I caught her on panel, or she caught me on the panel. I'm like more vicious than you've ever seen me. And when the show ends, I'm backstage with the worst nigga in the YouTube world. It just happened that way. He's a good friend of mine. And I'm making excuses, and she pissed me off, this and that. I know it's a crazy look, but I got to do it. And he's like, no, you don't. I said, yes, I do, man. Otherwise, y'all believe this shit. He said, no, we won't. And I took his advice. This nigga was young, 20-something years old. Changed my world. Changed my fucking world. She was out there alone attacking me. I was only doing a argumentative shit, but she was just making up documents, and every night it was, hundreds of niggas in there. I'm gonna expose Joe Cool's tax records. It was something different. Then she gave all my shit to the trolls. You know how this shit go. Oh, every day I'm getting fucking texts about, yeah, dude over there live about you. He doxing your family and all sorts. I go through all that bullshit. I shut the fuck up, and she kept attacking, and the community turned on her. I didn't have to do a thing. She is still hated because of that shit to this day. Unwelcome at places because they watched. At some point it was entertaining. At some point they was like, listen, man, He ain't even said your fucking name, bitch. You out on a limb. And that's what changed my fucking life. And
Yeah,
that was
and
the
I got
story, yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta get, but you know, that's the
Appreciate you.
thing.
Thanks, man.
Thank you,
That
Wizard.
that's the thing, guys. I don't let the lies bother me whatsoever. It's water off a duck's back because the truth itself needs no defense.
I agree. Set it free. It's a lion. It'll take care of itself.
Yeah, be blessed.
Thank you,
You as
Wizard.
well.
Hank, good to see
What
you.
up, Hank?
Are you familiar with the story going on that we're covering?
Oh, I would love your take, Hank. None of that sarcastic shit, nigga. I know you got to come in with a joke. Give me the insight first, man. What'd you just say? Tell me you saw it.
I didn't. I just woke up, so I didn't see.
Two niggas got shot. Internet beef. A girl and her boyfriend or husband got shot and killed by some motherfucker. They in Vegas trolling in some nigga hometown. He run up with a gun and say, "What's up now, nigga?" And
That's wild, man. Over YouTube beef, copyright strikes.
yeah, striking each other. Oh, this nigga my hometown. I hope I do bump into his ass.
So there's two things there. Vegas, which is bad, and
That's what Honda said.
That's what I said with the rest of it.
Yeah, and the second thing is in real life streaming, which is also risky, but the people, at least to help me to do real life streaming, I need to do real life streaming, don't even show their freaking face on camera. So it just total ignorance there. So I wouldn't. The most real life streaming I would risk is doing something at a conference. I wouldn't want to do anything more than that.
Interpret. I left. I didn't get the end. Interpret, Cynthia. Did you understand that?
Yeah,
So
real
about
life
a conference. I didn't get the end part.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it more. Be any more in real life than at a conference while streaming. Because
Okay. In conference, you're calling this conference.
well,
And
no,
what way
I
are
mean
you
if I
using
was
conference?
here it is. If I was doing a talk at a conference, that's
What, a literal conference? What the fuck are we doing at a conference? Am I supposed to picture a conference table and a bunch of niggas around a table? That is my frame of reference for conference.
Yes. I mean, if I had a programming conference, if I was streaming that, that's the most in real life I would stream at. I wouldn't do walk around stream. That's just that because it's very hard to do. There's a lot of risk there.
And you don't expect the programmer to walk over to your table and be like, "Yeah, bitch, motherfucker, what's up?"
You're not just doing that is bad. Doing that is stupid. Most companies, Walmart will kick you out for doing that.
Right.
For good reason.
Right.
Because of things like this. So that's just because we have our own metaversal beefs going on. I'm in the midst of a beef that is not even really nothing. It's somebody who doesn't like me.
Yeah, but what lesson is to learn? Surely you didn't watch that shit for nothing. I didn't hop on here, all of this shit, man. Signs and symbols, all of those things. You could have equally come out tearing Tarek a new asshole. This is speaking of you. If someone is supposed to learn something tonight, it was all of us, but certainly you.
Yeah.
What's the lesson you learned from this shit today,
I don't like you.
Derek's beef doesn't make sense. Oh, that's the ghetto. I don't even know what ghetto means yet. It don't even,
it means I'm emotional and I'm gonna go fucking. You want to fight? I'll fight you harder.
Yes. And the rest of it's just concern trolling. But Derek really production value so low, he doesn't have a seat to stand on when it comes to concern trolling. In my opinion, and I told him that to his face. He doesn't have a seat to stand on.
He stays. Is that his claim that he's trolling?
No, it's my claim that he's trolling. It's because he really doesn't have anything constructive to say to
Okay, in that sense, he's absolutely trolling, but he's emotional. He's it's not controlled trolling. Like I picture a wise guy who's really good at trolling, who I admire. It is not that. It is his version of a motherfucker who's emotional, just spouting shit
for hours on end.
Yeah, that's the first clue and flag right there. Yeah.
And it's not constructive. There's nothing for Cynthia learned from it, other than just don't be fat, but he was fine with Pussy Paul being fat. So
Did you say there's nothing from Cynthia to learn from this?
from Tarek saying shit, except just ignore him or you.
Well, that's a thing right there. That's a thing right there.
Well, you can ignore him, but really, it doesn't even make a difference because he's not really saying anything that's gonna ruin her reputation at all. He's not really moving anyone.
I wonder if that's how the beef we just saw started.
Trolling's trolling.
2 years of this shit.
Like I just said, though, but we can sit here and think that, hey, when Tarek feels against Cynthia, he really has nothing. But that dude, he might be punching walls and just getting angry thinking about things that I've said, or he doesn't like the way I do something, or let's even take it away from him and just put it on. I don't like the way they did that for whatever reason, whether it makes sense or not. Right. And then they take it to the extreme like this.
You say they take it as if your hands are clean.
No, well, I'm saying I took it as in general. The people do this. We've just witnessed it. I've seen people get in fights from YouTube before.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? You don't either. You're ignoring it. I am saying your hands are dirty. You got skin in the game. Don't act like there's third party niggas we talking about.
But when I was talking to it, I said I'm just gonna take it away from the beef from him and I personally, and say when other
I was just dragging it back there. We was literally just talking about
I know,
Tarek
but
for
I
a
made
long
it.
time, right?
But you see, we can sit here and tear him apart, but
that's not my intention. I was trying to address some of your shit.
Us even bringing him up can now create the narrative. I was like, oh, she talked about me last night. Now I have to do this live. I have to do it again. That's why I tried to take it to Jim.
So if he has to do this live, I think I brought it up. He has to talk about me, but that's not a good idea because I already destroyed pretty much all the other zebras. So it's not even a good idea to come up against me. So just don't even bother this time.
But I definitely like when y'all say you should ignore them. Just ignore them. You know what I mean? And that's be the hard things. That's hard.
Do something hard. I'm sorry.
Ignore
this is just so clear cut to me, though, man. This is so clear cut. I feel like I'm wrestling you. No way.
You're under the impression that what have I done to Tarek to make him mad at me?
You're under the impression that you've done nothing?
Yes, I am. I'm under the impression I've done nothing to him.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He is upset because he doesn't like the fact that I support Snafu Snaps.
Hey, invest your money in Copamine. If the stock's going up right now, invest in Copamine supply.
No, I got to yell to talk over you because you're in that state where you're going to keep interrupting.
Probably.
Listen, so here's the thing. So he's upset that I don't side with LCJC. I'm not falling in line to his expectations. That's what the fuck I've done wrong, according to him.
Who cares? If he was here, I'd probably ask him. I asked you a question. Why? I don't want to talk about that shit. In Tarek's, I talk about Tarek. In you, I'd rather talk about you. Excuse me?
I'm giving you an interpretation of the situation from my point of view. So
no,
now
you told me what somebody else's point of view was. Do you see the difference there? I asked you your point of view, and you told me what you think so-and-so thinks according to Snafu.
No, I'm telling you the reasons he stated he doesn't like me. He doesn't like.
I don't care.
But I'm telling you,
I don't care.
What has he done? And I'm telling you, this is.
Why do I care? He's got a million reasons. Fucking Tarek can be over there for 6 hours. Listen to me.
I don't fall in line. I
don't expect you to fall in line. Don't straw man me. Don't straw man me.
I don't fall in line.
Listen, you want to learn or not?
From what? You just heard Hank say the only thing she can learn is how to ignore him.
Yes, Hank is God. I keep forgetting, it's the black hat or something.
Never, ever underestimate Hank.
Listen, Tarek and them go live for hours at a time. They have a million complaints with you. You telling me about one of them, I don't feel it's useful. I would ask Tarek and them. I'm over there often. I didn't address that with him. Why I got you while I'm in front of you.
You can answer what my complaints are.
My questions. Excuse
What
me?
are my complaints with him?
I was more interested in how you do not see that you feel the flames.
I'm interested in how. Okay.
Fuck what I just said.
No. Okay, you're right. The other day, I had a Max Whoremonger or whatever his name is on my panel, and I showed him respect when he came up to the panel. And there was a live made about me about I can't believe you respect porn stars. What kind of Christian woman does that? I'm gonna say it again, Joe. I don't fall in line to.
Would that have anything to do with what I was talking about? That's disrespectful to just ignore what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't understand your question either because NBC The Game had Max Whoremonger last week. He didn't even mention that, so I don't even understand your question, Joe Cool.
Right, so I'm telling you, this is
my question is nothing about
Whoremax.
Trust me.
I fueled that flame by showing respect to somebody on my panel. He has a problem with the way I run my
So
panel.
you're
that
telling
he
me.
has been on.
So
I'm
you're
telling you that's the last lie he's made up.
So you're telling me an instance of when I asked you for how you do fan the flames, you're giving me a specific instance of how you did not fan the flames. Very helpful. Thank you for not answering my questions. Here, I'll give it to you since you want to fucking dance around. Every time you say that nigga name, every time you put his name in a title, every time you fucking recap his show, you fan the flames. That shit is obvious. At this point, are we gaslighting? Fuck, ain't no we. Are you trying to gaslight me? That shit's obvious. This conversation should have been progressed.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I should have ignored him. So when he got up there,
No, I didn't say whatever weird straw man you about to use, but go ahead.
He got up there and put my phone number out, and he said it out loud, and he put it in there, and he put it on the thing, and I responded. I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No,
You're starting to sound like Tarek now.
I didn't say that. Don't straw man me. I
That's
just
what the
asked
fuck
you
he's
not
saying
to
to
do
me,
that.
though. That's what he's saying. That's his fucking issue. You're saying you're fanning the flames because you responded. You want me to bend over and take it from him. You want me to bend over.
Is that
and
what
take
I
it
said?
from him. Yes.
First
'cause
of
you
all,
said-
is
you
that what I
his
said?
name. You said his name.
Every time you say his name,
Tarek, go ahead.
you
Continue to put out my phone number.
fan
Do whatever
the
you want to do.
flames. I didn't say nothing about your phone number, man. Leave your baggage at the door.
What are you talking about,
I'm
baggage?
saying I don't want to even hear about the phone number. You brought it up. Now you acting like I brought it up.
I'm sorry, Joe Cool, but I'm actually confused.
I responded to, dumbass.
That's normal, though, Hank.
I'm telling you the last stream I responded to.
Hold on.
Okay,
Yo.
that's what you got to do.
No, I don't. Thank you, man. All right.
All right, so, but, oh, yeah.
Let's do it. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to buy a DVD player. All right. Oh, I'll pick up
dummy,
since
you're
it's
the one that
quiet.
was all hyped up, stupid.
Yes, I'll pick up every
Hi,
time.
Rocky. I
Even
never
if you
thought I'd
don't,
be
maybe I
happy
won't
with your
convince you
ass.
of this. Maybe I won't convince you of this.
What?
But when the guy who's going to war against me and doing all these things, and my title, fucking title, is something about him, then I perpetuate the situation. That is all I'm saying. Please address that because your interpretations of what you're hearing sucks. You
So-
disagree? Because perhaps you just
No, I
disagree
don't
with what I said.
You want to know how I'm planning?
I want you to answer my
and
question, but
why
please
am
tell
I
me whatever you
responding?
want
I'm
to do.
trying to make sure I hear it because it's
No,
kind
you're
of hard
not.
to understand it.
Okay, I'm sorry then.
You
Go
want to
ahead.
know why am I responding? Why are you responding? I didn't even have.
No.
No.
Why are you responding the way you are responding? There are a million
The way
ways
I
to
am.
respond. You pick the
Wait,
weirdest
what
way
did you
to say,
just say?
Joe,
Wait,
I'm not going to dox his mom. Fuck you, Joe. There are a million ways to respond. Why do you think I would come up with something that I observe and put it in my mouth? I got better ways to
Wait a
respond.
minute. You're saying why do I respond the way I respond? Is that the question you're
I'm
asking?
saying the
me?
way you respond is rookie shit that inflames shit. Niggas better ways to respond when you fucking get in the game long enough. You have options of ways to respond. None of them resemble that gay rookie shit that you doing, putting the nigga name in the title and acting like fucking your hands are clean.
Hey Joe, how about just give me a good example of how to respond?
Very good.
Let's
Like-
hear your example. Let's
Yes.
hear it. So let me make the live about everything he said about, okay? And then you tell me how you're gonna respond. And I'm just gonna go off of the last live, okay?
I'll
The
give it a
last
shot.
live he said, all right. Number one, that was the issue. He had an issue with me having Max Whoremonger up there, okay? He
Probably
had
just ignore that. That's going to be a billion times every night. That one probably.
so your whole thing is I should just ignore everything,
No,
right?
Oh my God! Stop it! I just told you I had a million ways to respond.
So I just told you that same. So the next thing I say is that
didn't I just tell you I had a million ways to respond? Why would you say that, Joe? You're saying do nothing, right?
Okay, so then how would
Are
you
you intentionally straw manning my arguments here?
Well, how
You
would
see
you
why I would
respond?
think so?
I just told you what it was, and you said, "Oh, that's nothing. It's always going to happen." So tell me, how should I respond?
So
then I'm
Cynthia,
gonna give you another one.
Both Cynthia and Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, I had someone more aggressive doing the same stuff, and they lost. No one cares about them. So pretty much, when it's not constructive, drop it. When it's constructive, maybe write it down. But then just but don't give them any extra excuses to do a broadcast. Just
That's
go
the
ahead.
first.
Do
That's
your
just
deal.
step one. That's just step one. You don't make mistakes and give him any shit fodder. That's just the easy part. That's the easy part. Then you get smart. Here.
Hang on,
If your straw man suck, I'll tell you what to do.
That you shut the fuck up right now.
All right, ask me again what you should do then.
Shut the fuck up right now, because I'm going to take this step by step because you seem real slow and out of it tonight.
No,
I agree with Cynthia because I barely understand.
Exactly. Thank you, Hank.
Go
So
ahead.
you're trying to say what shit?
I was about to tell you what I'm about to say. You don't even have to figure it out.
You
but
don't
go ahead.
lose my train of thought. You're making me lose my fucking train of thought.
God is good. All right.
No, you are trying to
Here, I'll tell you an example. Here's something I did with my.
let me say something to you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I don't like the guests that you have on your panel. I think that the fact that you're up there with Hank,
Beat it, bitch. Click. Yeah, like I was saying. What's good, Hank? What's good, nigga?
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
so you're just saying ignore him, right?
No,
Tonight-
nigga.
No, listen, hang
Good.
on. Tonight's
Doing that
stream-
shit on
no, listen.
purpose. Here.
Tonight's stream was about this beef that happened. It had nothing to do with me and Tarek. But everybody kept tiptoeing around it. Hey, I got beef in the streets too. And so everybody, hey, what's your point of view? So now here we are. So now tomorrow he's going to make another stream, but I don't care about that shit. But I'm just letting you know, this is how that shit fuels the fire. You ask me, what do you do to fuel it or fan it? I fucking come up on my motherfucking page, be myself, do my shit, and treat
What does that
people
mean? Nigga, don't be so general. Don't act like your chest is out and talking about I do shit on my panel. Nigga, you ain't claiming nothing. Go ahead.
The point is I don't regulate anybody else's panel, and I got somebody else regulating my panel, my show, who's not happy with the way I run it. Therefore, they're going to make content about it every single day.
That's live. Why are you whining like a chick?
Now has posted my phone
She is
number.
a chick.
You ain't figured this out. This is YouTube 101.
Exactly. I'm just supposed to take it and be quiet.
No,
Get the fuck out
no,
of
no,
here.
no.
You are dumb
Let
as
me
hell.
answer.
I'm
No,
about to
because
let
you
a
said
man-
that
if you
89
think I'm
times.
about to let a man
I'll tell
on
you.
this platform, you're dumb as hell. If you think I'm about to let any motherfucking man on this platform dictate how I run my shit, Joe Cool, you act like you ain't never met me.
Did
Why
I
are you
say do
acting
that,
brand
Cynthia?
new? Why are you
Did I
acting
say any of
brand
that
new?
crazy shit you just said?
Why are you
Did I
acting
say let the man run your shit?
But
Did I
am
say
telling
that?
you- No, but I am telling you what the issue is. He's not even getting it. Why am I arguing with this?
You
guy?
should not. You should be quiet and learn
I'm gonna
something.
exercise like your Tarek. Okay, good one.
You should be quiet and learn something. Hank, and you should give me the floor because I've been stepped on for the last 12 minutes. And then hearing her anger.
Stop it. You've not been
Here's what
stepped
I
on.
did.
Being dramatic.
Here's what I did. You can learn from this. You know, maybe it's evil and you shouldn't learn from this.
Exactly.
Listen, see, you're blaming me. the guy who was involved in building his channel on my shit with me and my girl and all of that shit. I wanted to get him. So the first thing I did was befriend his ass. I went over there. He admired the cop watchers. I went over there as the cop watchers. I was like, listen, I would love to invite my famous friends, but I can't, man, with all the drama. What'd you think he did? He stopped the drama. His friends left him. There was only one hanging. I put that out there. I was like, listen, my man wanted to come over here, blah, blah, blah. I know his friend hates him. We ain't having that motherfucker over there. He's famous, dude. Like, hey, don't you see how this nigga manipulating you? They cut each other off. They were alone. That was just the start of the shit I did. So no, I'm not saying do nothing. I'm saying be wise.
And what's an example of being wise?
I just gave you one. You
like not going on the stream, not responding to it. Just
no. That's all you say is not doing something. I gave you something
cutting
to
them
do.
off, cutting them off.
I gave you something to do.
Okay, cutting them
I
off.
said befriend. Did you not hear that part?
So Cynthia, you're in a good spot. It's literally no one there at Tarek's place that actually agrees with him. I think
I'm so confused of why
you shouldn't be. I said befriend
with him. I love this.
And then you say, Joe, why do you say bow and suck his cock?
About you. I love this. I don't want to be that man's friend.
Yeah, that's fine. So
who cares? Who cares?
Yeah. If she doesn't want to be friends, that's fine. But she's in a good spot. There's literally no one that actually agrees with anything Tarek's saying about.
Yes,
Cynthia.
she's in a good spot to get clicks and views and views and shit. But I don't want her fucking gaslight me saying that I played no role. This is all Tarek's fault. Fuck out of here. We could have moved the conversation on, but you want to stick to I'm an innocent as a lamb.
That's not really what she's saying. I'm sorry.
Sure, that's verbatim.
You're both talking past each other, so it's not going to get constructive. You're both talking past each other.
I know he just wants me to. He just wants to be the right and say something and teach me something tonight.
No, I'm not that guy. My ego is nowhere near that big.
Friend and we gotta let's normalize not being friends with everybody. Let's normalize.
Do what you like to do, get the results you want, and you get the results you do, and then you come to me and say, "Oh, shit's weird. I don't understand why. How can I do something? What can I do?"
How about this? Pretty much treat him like the Machine Life treats Toilet Bowl Earth, or treat him like I treat Officer Snaps. So pretty much, I
had him call them cops.
You didn't let me finish my freaking statement, Joe. You didn't even let me finish. So that's why Cynthia got pissed off too. You didn't let me freaking finish. So pretty much maybe address it the first time, but once they start looping, it's time to move on to the next subject.
Exactly.
If they don't bring anything new, there's no point. It's a rerun, so I'm gonna skip it.
The best advice
That's
came
great
from
advice
a
too, yeah.
man on YouTube that says if he's going to do that like you, lead him to where you want him to go. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
You want him to just keep making shows about you because that's where you're leading him.
That's fine. It doesn't really make a difference because Tarek's not saying anything constructive.
But that doesn't tell me if she's leading him on or not. You gave me your opinion on whether it's fine or not.
I've come to realize that no matter what I do, that man's going to have a problem with it. And he's going to do whatever he's going to do. Whatever.
You're wrong. You got control, baby. I'm telling you, got control. There is a wiser effort. Listen, girl, fucking people don't understand. The warrior, the most admired warrior, his moves should remain unseen. The average nigga ain't even supposed to see him. No one will sing his fucking praises. You know he'll sing his praises? The guy who has the fight with the sword and the guns. They'll sing his praises. You ask him who the guy is that they admire. It'll be the motherfuckers you niggas can't even see. He prevents battles from happening. You're so far from that dude, you can't even acknowledge it or can't even figure out. You can't even figure out that. You're so far from the guy who could actually prevent a battle, fucking move around unseen. Nigga, every day you live. Oh, Tag went live. Tag me to go live. Yeah.
It's been 3 streams every day. It's been 3 streams.
Yeah, he's wasting his time. So you could probably just point out and just go on with your program. He's just looping.
Well, that's what she was doing today. It's been nothing about Tarek until
Yeah, I
that
know,
shit
you all brought it up. But trust me, this will keep it going. But no, I don't really. Do you think that I like trouble, Joe Cool?
Yes, 100%.
Do you think I like trouble?
I think maybe a little bit, but so do I. But if Derek's not going to say anything constructive, just really just.
That's a yes. He
for
said
God.
yes.
So-
He's just trying to soothe you a little bit. He's smoother than I am.
No,
but he said
no.
yes.
So
He
I
thinks you
got-
like
we get-
trouble.
So I don't know if I'm conveying this correctly. Somebody is going to always have a problem with the way I do something.
It's not just you. It's the world. It's not just you.
Oh,
You're
no,
not
no.
special.
Right. You're right. That's how
Yeah.
come I try to make it gentle. There are people that you can
Yeah.
never please, but then you're like, oh, let's bring it back to him.
Bring
Amen.
it back to him. I don't know what that means.
Well, here's the thing: there's people you won't please. Don't worry about them. There's people that still like you, so you don't need everyone.
Thank you. I agree. What is?
Yeah,
I agree too. You don't need everyone.
I agree. Oh, Joe, what are you trying to say about me right
What's
now?
up, old Joe? I can't even read writing. I'm so far.
I know you can't read shit. You can barely keep your eyes open. Yeah,
I didn't know that was old Joe till Cynthia said it. So
exactly. That's why I'm trying to help your dumb ass. Yeah, that's a good question. What the? Oh, Joe, are you calling me a hoe? Because I feel
damn.
like you're calling me a hoe, old Joe.
Damn, is that what that said? I should have zoomed in.
That's what it said. Cynthia is fire plug.
I don't know what that means. I'm looking it up.
Fire plug. It sounds gay, like a gay term.
Yeah, it does. So fire plug, a term as
Fire hose. That's gay too.
Fire plug is a Canadian term. Look at us learning shit tonight. For a woman with fire in her belly with spark.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a fire plug. Yeah. You're right, old Joe. You know me so well. I don't know, but it sounds negative. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, Joe just said what it was. It's a Canadian term for a woman with fire in her belly. Hello,
That's
Lauren.
nice of you, old Joe.
What?
I said that was nice of you.
Oh, yes, it absolutely was. Thank you,
Yeah.
old Joe.
I never heard any of my Canadian friends use that term before. But okay, I'll take his word for it. Well, he's using it. He's using it, so we'll take his definition. That's how we do it. He's using it. We'll take his definition.
That's all we could do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Rocky, we have been leaving you out of tonight's battles, and we all know you like to enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, how have you been, Rocky? What have you been up to?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How's my audio?
It's good today.
Good.
I just got Starlink today.
Very good, you cheap bastard.
I hooked it up to I'm in my log cabin now. I'm not in my bunker no more.
Okay.
Oh, look at you.
And you sound clear as a fucking bell, bro.
Hold up.
Cool.
Hold up. I don't want to be start trouble.
I shaved my head too.
Hang on, guys. I don't want to. Let me start trouble. I can't help but notice that this gentleman. What? Look at these hats right up here. Look at these hats right up here. Who else has hats right up here in the corner too? I feel like Rocky.
She sniffed y'all out. You gay lovers. You can't get nothing past a woman.
I feel like Rocky was inspired by Hank.
How you like this hat?
FBI.
She said.
FBI.
Says,
FBI.
Firm belief in Jesus.
Oh, nice.
And there's a jacket.
Yeah.
They are opposite of Hank's hats, indeed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of commotion and drama going on. I don't mean to upset people. I like to put in my 2 words.
Yeah.
And sometimes it upsets people. Everybody thinks I don't like them or something. I like people, but sometimes I don't like what they do, and so or say or something. And, I love everybody, but it doesn't mean I have to like everything they do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That would be unwise and unnatural. What's up, old Joe?
Hi, Ojo.
Hello, everybody. How are things today?
Doing well.
Getting hard now that you're up here.
I know that. Hello, everybody. How are things today?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, guys?
Does someone have an echo?
Is it me?
No, that's clear. Maybe I'm wrong.
Flo is living his best life right now. He's fine. He was live last night from Raging Tomato. He was restreaming from that panel. He's living his best life.
So, Cynthia, I'm here to make a direct accusation of you in person, not in chat.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like I did with Tommy there. I think that what Joe Cool is hitting on, maybe somewhat accurately, is some of this conflict that you claim you're not generating, you're actually doing because you like it. That's what I was getting at in chat.
Thank you. I feel like, God sent you up here, bro. They was trying to gaslight me, Joe. They was trying to gaslight me.
So let's define irritation, and that's the situation that I'm having. Y'all are saying I'm engaging in it because I like it. And you're implying that I'm sitting around and I'm thinking, what can I do to piss him off even more because I like that? That is the interpretation that I'm receiving. Am I correct in that?
Have we seen this before, Cynthia?
Me get into it with someone? Absolutely.
And enjoy it?
Not necessarily enjoy it, but I'm not running from it.
Now, here's where I'm going to challenge the relationship, Cynthia.
Talk about Tarek?
This is the gaslighting piece. You and I both know we've seen you get into it with somebody else, one individual in particular, and take a great deal of pleasure out of drawing a reaction out of that person, a reaction that the whole panelverse saw.
Oh, Tommy.
I know one person too. She does with
Cynthia knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh,
thank you, ma'am. I'm going to drop down now. I've made my point.
It's Lindsay. Everybody's seen. And don't drop down now, Joe. Don't drop down.
Yeah, let her see if she got. Well, I'm sure she's a woman. She's got.
Then I need for you guys to explain to me how is the better way to handle when people throw so much shit at me? Because from what I'm hearing, you guys are asking me either to A, just stand down and take it, or B, somehow figure out a way to make friends with them. Am I interpreting that correctly or not?
You're totally doing it incorrectly. No one said lay down and do nothing.
Okay,
that is your baggage.
Okay,
but you'll say it again 8 more times anyway.
How am I supposed to handle it? Because
Joe had an answer.
Yeah, you don't even have to ask me to explain it to you. You watched me to handle a similar thing, right? You seen it,
right? Y'all read Joe's comment. This is going. Hang on. This is going to flip so hard on Cynthia tomorrow. I expect to see all of you over there, guys over there tomorrow lecturing that puke. They're not going to be there. Nobody's going to lecture.
I lectured him yesterday.
Care. This is just content for tonight, Snow. Nobody's going to care. It's not. It doesn't affect them. All right.
Yeah. Just for the record, when I was over to Tarek's the last time I saw him, I gave him some good advice. I don't know if it was a cut dog or not. I got my chain stuck in the cord. I don't know if it was a lecture or nothing, but I told him, you look crazy doing this shit. I put my 2 cents in with him the same way I'm putting mine in with you. The only difference was he was like, all right, Joe, appreciate your opinion. He did not. I did not get attacked for it.
Yeah,
Cynthia, let me ask you a question. I always enjoy how Joe Cool frames these things. I get a huge kick out of it. Cynthia, I think you need to decide whether you want to deal with this situation effectively or you want to defeat this man. They're not the same thing.
Well, how can I deal with? I want to deal with it to the part where I don't have to worry about shit. Why did this
You're not
person-
interested. You're not interested in winning.
It's not even winning. I want him to go away. I want him just to leave. I want to set a boundary where he's understood I'm not your friend. I don't like you. In fact, I hate you.
Do you think that'll make him go away once you let him know how much you hate him?
Yes. Why would
wow.
anybody go around somebody that hates them?
Oh, that's absolutely
Are we
logical.
talking about Tarek? Tarek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would, like, if somebody told me I hate you,
I
that would
probably
be
make videos about him every fucking
Why?
night.
Why?
And my problem with, not because I'm crazy. Normal people don't do 3-hour streams and talk about people, but some motherfuckers do. And when you tell them I hate you, they're gonna, oh yes, I get to make another video tonight. So no, I would not think that is a wise move.
So I should. So okay. So I
No,
should.
don't straw man me.
hang on.
Talk to Joe. Don't whatever you about to say.
But you're the
is
one that
some
said that wouldn't do
crazy.
that. You're the one that said that you wouldn't do that. That's honestly how I felt. So now what I'm saying is I need to regulate the way I express how I feel.
We
So
all
even
do
though I
it.
hate people,
Yeah, exactly.
We all do it. It's part of growing up.
Actually, yes.
regulate
Because
the way I feel. Okay. So okay.
yeah, actually, that's a yes. So basically, instead of just going flipping out over his response, just say, well, it's really nothing. I'm going to the next thing because he's really not gonna say anything.
I
later.
say take another
So
step.
I
I say go one step further. That is just the beginning. You take a proactive step. That's what I'm trying to talk her into. She thinks,
Step.
yes.
I want to say something real quick in terms of Hank and Joe Cool. By the way, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Mike? What's
Good to
good,
you, man? So in my opinion, Cynthia has been fucking very responsive, and she's been hitting it really hard. She's been fucking. She destroyed Tarek. Tarek actually apologized. And that the last channel that I was in the last panel that I was at, and basically made him apologize, and then he basically looked like a fucking idiot, taking his shirt off, and then saying that he has a 6-pack, but then forgotten that he was young when he had a 6-pack. Hey guys, I mean, like, to me, I mean, in my opinion, Cynthia has been kinking the fuck out of this guy.
She doesn't think she's done a thing.
She's been doing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? She's been owning the fucking shit.
She's trying to tell
by the
me
way,
as a
guys,
queen.
I call Cynthia the Great because Cynthia is her words is very fucking powerful. I'm not just talking out of my anus.
No, you're right, but not when she's like
her
this.
words
Not
are
when
very
she's in her
powerful.
emotions.
No, but listen, like, credit has to be given when it's credit due.
I agree. She wouldn't have made it this far and all of that shit.
And you know what? She owned that motherfucker. Like,
That's
Tarek
not a
looked like
good
fucking-
Hang on 1 second. Hang on, Big Mike. I was about to call you Big Mike. Here's the apology that he gave me that Mike is talking about.
Big Lack, my apologies, sir, to you and all your audience, and to your taco bitch, ghetto ass fabulous Cynthia. Here's my apology, Cynthia. Now get off my dick. Again.
You know what? Now that I saw that, I think there's a.
Tell me how I can.
I was about to say I got a better way to make it go away. What you do is you make another video and you do a 2-hour live stream. You keep replaying that video, right? And you make fun of him. He'll probably go away then. Try that.
I don't know if he's gonna go away because you're talking about fucktard. That's his name. It's fucktardo dickhead.
Alrighty.
Fucktard. He's really
Oh,
retarded.
and put his name in the title too.
Okay.
He's not a normal person.
I'm so confused.
I mean,
because-
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm so
so confused, Joe.
You're not. No,
I am, Joe. I really am because we are
Sorry,
talking about this apology, right? Mike is, and I bring it up to you because I want you to see for yourself the type of apologies I receive, and then somehow you're like, see, what you do is you pull it up and cause them to go live about you.
Joe is being sarcastic. That's what he's doing.
I like to have fun. Shit.
No, he's not, oh Joe. Like that's just wild to me. Like it's wild. This is what I mean about men. Y'all don't understand it.
Don't talk me into a bunch of other niggas. That's a big piece of insecurity I don't want to deal with right now.
What are you demonstrating up here today?
Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. I can
What
talk
are
about
you,
my
Joe
own
Cool,
shit.
demonstrating up here today?
Extreme godlike patience.
I don't agree with that.
How is he following you around by going to the same panels and
Well,
stuff? Or
yeah.
he doesn't come to your show anymore.
No, he's blocked. He's blocked
Yeah,
from
he's
everywhere.
blocked, so he
He's
just goes
live like 3
to your
hours a
channel.
day about her.
Oh, Joe, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Or sorry, go ahead, Hank. I can speak after you. You've been cut off a couple of times.
Yeah, maybe I'm blocking to take the energy away because then you won't have much of an excuse after that. It's not. I mean, his act is so weak. Having him say the couple BS words that we're not paying attention to in the chat won't make a difference. So maybe that will take win out his sales.
Okay, I'm going to say my
Isn't
piece.
that
I'm gonna say
Tarek
my-
guy the guy that is always calling people names without
That
evidence?
could
like
be
that?
anybody in this fucking community.
By the way, you notice. So, guys, you notice how he says, "Oh, this is the Christian people." He's done that with Chuck. He's done that with, I think, some other. What is it?
Me, he doesn't me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he
Yeah, and
didn't
he
do.
claims
The
he
reason-
claims
so-
to be a Christian, right, Tarek?
No, he's a Muslim.
No, he's Muslim.
Oh,
The
he's
reason why he's done
Muslim.
that.
Oh, I get it.
He has the Quran.
What the fuck does that mean, nigga?
Joe,
Because they look at women different. They value women differently. They
I know
hold
Muslims.
so
I know Muslims. They're just as whole and kind to their wives. They don't do none of the weird shit.
Bro, I miss your smile.
Yeah.
Your laugh, by the way. I'm sorry to mimic you, but I do that out of love. I appreciate you. But, in that, the respect to you. But you see, like the thing is that you guys have to notice that the background is the Quran. He has the Quran, like, and so he's always when he says.
So what do you discern from that, pimp?
What was that?
What do you discern from the fact that he has a Quran, or you, Rocky, that he's a Muslim?
I mean,
what
nothing
have
wrong
you
with his,
discerned?
I don't have anything against anyone's belief. What I'm trying to say, what I have is anyone's mouth. Own it.
Well,
you see, Cynthia. So, like Joe, Cynthia had put this motherfucker in his place. He. If you're gonna, so if I say if my words, if I talk and I don't own up to my words, then I'm full of shit. At the end of the day, then you guys do not believe me. Cynthia made that very
Muslims believe that.
No, I totally believe you. I totally believe.
It doesn't matter if you're Quran. It doesn't matter. I'm
that
sorry.
she's made him look like a fool, and
No,
I totally
she made
believe
him,
those.
no. She
Made
him look
made
like
him spurg. That's more what you said. You made him spurg and take his coat off and all his shirt off and all that weird shit.
Yeah, no. So the thing is that it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're all humans. I mean, hey,
Agree.
Beliefs. It doesn't. We're entitled to have different beliefs, but it's not about his belief. What it is that at the end of the day, he talks a lot of shit. But Cynthia fucking kicked the fuck out of this motherfucker.
Okay, let me say my piece.
Yeah,
Let me say my piece.
Oh yeah, let's let old Joe in.
Okay, I'm having a hard time. My sides are hurting. I've been laughing so much.
Yeah, this is funny.
I have to say that if I was you, just my take is that the person that you are, you've said it 3 or 4 times. You don't want to roll over. You don't want to lay down. You don't want this guy to just run over you. That's who you are. The person that comes up and says, well, I just want this to go away. That's not who you are. Like, it's awesome that you stand up for yourself. I wouldn't apologize for it, but don't come and say that you don't want this conflict, because people see that that's not accurate. Look at this Mike guy. He said 4 times in a row, oh, she kicked that guy's ass. You tell me you don't enjoy that? You tell me you don't like hearing that? Just own it. Own it. It's
because
you.
that's
It's
not what
you.
that's not what I consider it doing.
Well, I think you
Go on,
consider it
go.
immoral. I think you feel
No.
guilty about it.
considering going back to the whole Lindsay situation, I can even take it back to there.
You're just gonna dodge. He said you think it's immoral, is what he said, but you're gonna
Immoral to
sidestep that
what?
and tell him about Lindsay.
What did you ask? It's immoral to what?
He said he thinks
I'm
you believe
saying
it's immoral. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, Cynthia, I think that there is something about your character that you don't like, and you're trying to push to the side. You'll do it and then say, I don't want to do this. You'll enjoy it and then tell us all, I'm not trying to do this.
She
That's
literally
the
tells
mistake.
me on the phone she enjoys it. I don't know why she's acting weird now.
Stop it.
But at the same strength, I okay. So old Joe. Wait, this.
Hang on, I'm gonna respond. Because
Old Joe.
hang on real quick, Mike. Like, you can never regulate the way people respond to situations when they
You'd be
feel attacked, when they feel hurt. You can't regulate that.
You can move them around over time. I guarantee you. I'm not lying to you. You can move them niggas over time. It's a real thing. And 6 months from now, you're not blowing in the wind and let situations determine where you are 6 months now and nothing's changed. You're in a loop still because you've invested now and you've made plans and steps to get out of that loop. And you don't know what those plans and steps look like.
Okay.
Okay.
So I respond when people attack me, and don't think that for 1 second the first time I got my feelings hurt, I automatically go full head on. I allow it to continue. And then one day I just go. I respond and I say, today's the day I'm gonna unleash it. I unleash it on funny things. I unleash it in streams. I unleash it from my heart. And from what I'm hearing, people seem to be like, well, you like it. And there's some of you that gets a kick out of it.
Oh, Joe was definitely saying that.
Yeah. And it's like from what I'm hearing is I like the way I'm responding isn't good. But
No. I say that.
And
I'm
by the
saying,
way-
why don't you like? Hang on, Mike, for a sec, because I'll give you the whole panel. This is important. What I'm saying, Cynthia, is why don't you like it? Not me. Why are you up here saying that you're not doing something that you're doing? That tells me something is going on inside you that's a conflict. You're doing this thing, and then you're telling us all you're not doing it. We can all see it. We mentioned it before.
Thank you.
Okay. You know what, guys? You're right. Starting tonight, right now, I'm never going to respond. And
No,
all of
that's
them-
not
I don't
what I
think
said.
no one said
No,
that,
it-
but
no,
you go ahead and do what you want to do, though. You're grown.
No,
But don't
you're
say we
right.
told you to do that. That's not
No,
our
you're
idea.
right. I should.
What I say is go ahead and respond and enjoy the fact that you respond. I don't see anything wrong with it. If that's
Who said you straw man?
No,
But do you
why?
guys understand that it wasn't like Cynthia started this shit?
They don't get
Cynthia
it.
was
They
put
don't
in
care.
this. Cynthia was put in this. Like you guys have to under like clarity, right? Cynthia was put on the spot, and she basically owned it. I don't know if you guys understand that, right?
That
Like,
has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm not trying to be a jerk. What we're talking about is Cynthia is reacting in a certain way and then saying, I'm not doing it.
every action has a reaction. Laws of physics.
What I'm saying is that Cynthia, and Joe Cool and I may differ on this. I don't think Cynthia should feel bad at all about how she's reacted. That's her decision as an adult woman. Go ahead and do it.
I guess I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I
think
I don't know when people
You've been
tell
doing
me
a good job, by the way, Cynthia. You've been amazing.
Thank you. When people tell me they hate me, I take them at their word and I stay away. So I'm not used to when I tell people I hate them, they keep talking about me.
Well, that's not factual. I mean, if a limit Tommy, you went swept in his DMs and probably got on the show be his HR lady. So that's
I
actually not
love
factual.
Tommy. I love that skit. I wish that was something we could have done more with. There's a difference between a funny type of hate. We're like Joe and I, even though we yell at each other, people may think we really hate each other, but Joe and I really have love for each other. I'm telling you what I feel for that man and for Lindsay isn't that. It's true. And maybe y'all like them, and I'm not saying hate them personally, but it's that demon in them. And it's in them, and I hate that. And I want it to stay away from me.
Do you want other people to see it, Cynthia?
other people to see their demons?
Yes.
If they're attacking me, yeah, I'm gonna expose it.
That was dope, Ojo.
If they're doing their own thing and not bothering me, it's not my job to expose it.
Hang on though. I want to be very clear about my question.
What is your point, Ojo?
Just hang on, Mike. Hang on. We're getting somewhere here. I'm going to ask Cynthia. I want to be very clear about my question. If someone has a demon, something that you recognize inside them that you know is not good, is it important to you that other people see it?
No.
Okay.
It's important though that if it comes at me, that I expose it. So you understand that I'm not fighting that man.
Then it's important that other people see it. You just proved his
No,
point.
if it's coming for me, like if it was happening to Joe or to anybody else, it's not my fight. That's not my job. But it's me. It's me. It's coming for me. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I think this is very genuine. I mean, they've been coming at her. So what do you expect? You're fucking, every action has a reaction. So that's
well, I think Cynthia, when you respond to Tarek, you shouldn't use his tactics. I mean, let them see his demon, but don't let yours come out. You know what I mean? Like,
which I think I've been doing that.
I don't know. I haven't been watching.
Apparently not. I thought I was doing that, and not exposing my demon. It's not about that. It was about speaking authentically and truly how I feel. And yes, I will be the first to admit I am the least gentle person on here, and I'm saying that as a woman. It's just not in my nature, and it's not saying I can never change or don't want to change. It's just saying and when I step into this realm, that's not my nature on here.
Rob,
I'd hate it if you changed.
You're acting like Cynthia's been losing. Cynthia's been owning.
It's
I never said nothing.
He's been fucking eating these motherfuckers.
I'm not up to
He's
date
eating
on all of
Tarek
it.
like.
Oh, Mike, you're not. You know, Mike, that's not. It's not owning. It's just standing my ground, setting my boundaries.
But you know what? In my opinion, Cynthia, I'm not really like a fucking streamer, but you've been on top of this motherfucker. You've been eating this motherfucker for lunch.
He cracks me up every time he opens his mouth. I love it.
I mean, you've been. Hey, at the end of the day, like I said, like at the end of the day, is just people look at you and be like, you know what? Like, yes, Tarek is full of shit, and then people see that this small bullshit, and you've been owning it, like Cynthia. You've been dominating. Like
It's
you
not
made
even
this motherfucker
dominating.
look like a dick.
I don't even consider it dominating or any of that. I just consider and let it be known, like you can't just go around threatening to expose people in my family for being gay. You can't go around posting my phone number on places and bragging about it. You can't go around telling people you've got gay pictures of me naked.
You will be absolutely shocked how long niggas can keep this up. You will be absolutely surprised.
I don't understand that thought process. I don't understand
I'm
that.
sorry. I wish you did. You'd be better at this.
He might
And
keep
they
it up.
escalate as well. It doesn't stay the same. It always must escalate. So over time, everybody's got to overdo each other, and this is weird.
Listen, he might keep it up.
I'm gonna
as
switch
long as he
phones,
can.
son. I'm gonna make some tea and
Right.
switch phones. This one's done.
He might intend to try to keep it up as long as he can, but at the end of the day, it's just clarity in terms of like how the fuck like Cynthia is kicking the shit out of him. Guys, it speaks for itself. Don't even believe in my words. This motherfucker, like he's falling apart. Like
Yeah, one of
it
the
is what
things
it
you
is,
do
man.
is you let people.
It's not me.
You know, let them expose themselves. You don't even
He's
have to say
he's-
much.
But Rock, that's
Yeah.
what he's been doing.
I
He's
know
been- he's
Cynthia's
full of
doing a
shit.
good job.
Like,
He
took off his
accuses me of
shirt off,
stuff all the
Rock.
time.
He took off his
Yeah.
shirt off. I'm sorry, Rock. Forgive me to interrupt you. Rock, like when he said that he had abs and I called him out, he took off his shirt. He couldn't even show it. He showed a picture when he was a lot young. And he apologized to Cynthia. He apologized for saying the wrong thing. Then he wants to clarify it. People already called him out, like for his bullshit. Like he already fall apart. This is just what it is.
Granny panties. That's a group of older women, and
granny panties.
So I know, if it looks like I enjoy this, then that just means I need not to. I just feel like need not to respond, and I don't know. That's gonna feel weird, but
I'm not getting through to you, Cynthia.
But but
look up Proverb 25, 21, and 22.
Hang on, but in my real life, I don't have confrontations like this. Hang on, what was it? Proverbs what?
25, 21, and 22.
Yeah, Leia, he has brain tumor. That's why I call him.
No, he's good. No, Rocky does that. So
no, I'm not talking about Rocky. I'm talking about.
Hang on, Mike. In my real life, I don't really have these type of situations. I don't have agitations. I don't have anger. I don't walk around angry and having issues with people. And I'm gonna expose you, and I just don't.
And which is more the real you?
That in real life.
Then where does this one come from?
When you have to step on this panel and you walk amongst demons.
Whom?
Hang on one second.
Defend yourself again.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hey.
Hey. What's up,
hang on. This right here. This says everything for me. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Oh my gosh, it's gone. But I'll have to find it again. Oh, I see this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that too. I don't come up here to make friends, and I just, it seems maybe arrogant, but I just I like to share. I'm trying to share truth and because I believe in Jesus is the truth, and so people hate me for it, but I don't shit.
I don't. Oh, I sometimes you annoy me, but I'm sure I annoy you too.
Yeah. Like I go on TML, and he's Muslim, and he lets me talk, and he agrees with me. I agree with him sometimes. We have a different worldview, maybe, but I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I listen to him. I listen to you when you go up there and stuff.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. I think the internet does allow for these weird, like you were saying, Cynthia, before, like these kinds of conversations don't take place in real life, and they need to take place.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you on that 100%. I think that is the best thing that we do here.
Well, I have these conversations in real life.
I do too, but I mean, not very often.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. So it's just hard. Like, oh, you asked which is the real me. I mean, obviously they're both me. We can talk about the shadow and the light. I guess this would be the shadow me. But again, I say I'm walking amongst demons here. And then you said something in response to that. Oh, Joe, do you remember what it was?
Well, instead of the shadow and the light, I think you should think about the scorpion and the frog.
What's that? I've never heard of this.
I think it's a tale. I think it's a tale you should look up.
Oh, I know the tale of Cynthia.
Story, yeah.
But why you? I'm really bit confused with Joe's perspective of Cynthia. Why? I mean, she's defending her grounds. I don't know why you're. Can you?
Which part would you that
Mike,
story?
Sorry.
Actually,
What I'm saying is very clearly, Mike and I seem to be having trouble moving past judgment on Cynthia's actions. So I'm going to say very clearly, Mike, I am not judging how Cynthia is acting. This is the last time I'll try and explain it. Cynthia herself has expressed regret at how the response to her action is turning out. And if you've heard it, if you've listened, she's expressed regret at her own actions, saying, I'm not like this in real life. This is not who I am. What I'm saying to Cynthia is that she shouldn't feel that way. Who she is cool. I think it's fabulous. I love listening to her talk. And I think she judges herself for it. And I think she judges herself wrongly. That's what I'm saying, Mike. I'm not making any comment on the
Okay,
confrontation.
I agree with that. Yeah, I do. I don't agree with in terms of how prolonging this the battle, but I do agree with her, like the reaction.
Well, and this is the thing, and this is the reason why I brought up the tale of the scorpion and the frog. Because in that tale, it shows the moral of that story is not evilness or wickedness or that people are out to hurt. What it shows is that we all have a nature, and fighting
Correct.
against it sometimes is far more difficult and sometimes counterproductive. I love the way Cynthia gets fired up. I think it's a crucial element to her personality.
Let's explain Cynthia about the frog and the scorpion.
So I'll mute you.
No, hang on. You just said it's. Oh my God, it gets so lost. It gets crucial. Man, what did you use? There was something in there that I was going to ask for clarification.
Let Mike tell you
No,
the
it wasn't
story,
that.
and I'll answer any question that you want.
You know, the frog and the scorpion is like, hey, can you cross me over the frog in the pond? And the scorpion's like, yeah, please. And
Okay.
like, if I cross you over, wait, you're gonna kill me, and like, no, but you can trust me.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And basically, the frog decided to take a trust, and then at the end, the scorpion killed the frog, and it's in his nature.
Right. So
that's the story about the frog and the.
And the point is that they both drown, not just the frog, but the scorpion drowned as well. And when the frog said, "Why did you sting me?" the scorpion said, "It's in my nature."
Yeah.
It's in your nature, Cynthia, to be a fire plug, like I called you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a fire plug, and then you try and apologize for it. And what people like Joe Cool find frustrating is you try and tell him you're not being one when you are. This is who you are. It's what makes you appealing.
What? I don't think so. I mean, on the metaverse, it does make me appealing. I don't think it's an appealing quality, though. It's
Yeah,
truly
but you can't. And now we come full circle. So you've just admitted that you don't think it's an appealing quality, and that's why you tell people you're not doing it.
Well,
it's not an appealing quality.
A lot of things that we do that come natural to us, we're supposed to overcome those things. We're not supposed to, like, men.
That was dope. Yeah.
Men have a natural lust, for women.
Yes, and we supposed to overcome it. I hear you.
To overcome stuff sometimes.
You better get up here too, Chuck. You better jump up here too.
What?
Yeah, get up, Chuck.
Don't twist his arm.
Now, Cynthia, now I'm going to drop down. Do you understand where I was coming from?
I completely do. I do. Thank you.
Sound like I missed all the good shit making tea in the kitchen.
Yeah, because it's you.
Well, basically, we got back, Joe Cool, to the fact that Cynthia dislikes these reactions about herself.
That's good.
She doesn't like the way she reacts and tries to
good.
tell everybody she's not doing it, which is what causes conflict.
In my
All right.
opinion,
Very good. Good job, Joe.
I could be mistaken. Cynthia, please correct me. I don't think that she doesn't like the reaction. I think that she's overwhelming. It gets overwhelming. It's like, fuck, man, these motherfuckers, they just keep at it, and then they just don't take a L for once. And
It's an exhausting. Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah, I don't like the interaction. I don't like the attacks. Like I know, like, people need the art of like disconnecting. Like I can sit in a room with somebody I don't like and never even acknowledge them or look at them or anything. It's in my, like, I can do that.
What Joe Cool and I were trying to get at is and I'm speaking for you, Joe Cool, I'm sorry, but we were trying to get you to stop externalizing it, disregard that guy's actions, and talk about what your action, what your piece did.
Yes.
This was the difficult part, right?
What my actions are?
Well, how you feel, your own thought process. What are your own motivations? Why are you?
him
Go ahead.
having outside of him having an effect on you and playing a role.
Oh, I see every attack coming at me. Like now I'm gonna speak buoy. Like I see everything you're shooting at me. And I see it and I can feel it. And I'm like, hey,
So what do you do? Have you considered moves now? What moves are you to make?
bro, I'm trying to set boundaries and being like, just don't come over here. And I don't.
That you think that'll do it alone? Just ban a
And
nigga
so-
and your troubles
so
go
all I
away?
can do is set the boundaries and wait for them to step into my
Wait,
spot.
but those particular boundaries, just ban a nigga and you think your troubles will go away? Are you that naive?
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say earlier. Thank you. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but I have no problem at any moment in time cutting somebody off in my life. Like I really don't. I know how to
It's
walk
good
away.
and bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it is and it isn't, and I understand why you say that. However, oh shit, where did old Joe go? Okay, but it's like I don't know.
I just think that at a certain point in time, we all have to evaluate the situation. Be like, this guy's gonna keep talking, but at the end of the day, because like it's almost like a homeless guy talking, but he's just talking shit, right? We just have to let him
Well, when you're
accept
being attacked, you should maybe instead of respond
Yes.
with love, try to correct him somehow by
Wait.
showing how you respond.
No,
Like,
even
I
if
might-
it looks like you're spanking it ass, it can still be in love.
But,
Yeah,
but,
that's
but, but what?
thing called tough
I
love.
definitely spank with love.
I'm right there with you, like,
Is there any other way to spank?
What up, Dan?
Oh,
I've
you
been
must
up
be
in Gaslighting Central, man. Where you been? You'd have been dying.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know how I missed this panel.
Oh, wow, it was crazy.
Oh, we were
yo.
talking. Hey,
Benson,
Dennison,
what's up? How you doing?
Hey, Dennison, did you see the two YouTube content creators that unalived each other? Well, one unalived him, the other one and his wife.
Yeah, that shit crazy, yo.
No, I'm in that Discord with you, and I heard Ortho talking about it.
Well,
Like,
Sam, when you play it this time, can you play it twice in a row?
I saw him mention it.
Can I, when I play it this time, can I what?
Yeah, play it for Dan, but can you play it twice in a row?
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I missed the beginning. It happens so fast.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That is the guy in the frame, right? In the beginning, right? That's the one guy.
Right. That's the one that obviously that's the shooter. She's standing in front of her husband. Her husband is behind. And then
But
she
was that her
oh,
husband? I thought it was a face on the right hand side of the camera. I was trying to determine if it's her husband. And I don't think it was.
Pay attention to where he pay attention to where he's aiming his weapon.
Yeah, I noticed.
Who was that guy on the
Making the assumption.
It looks like the gun or the phone was on a tripod or something, and I guess maybe he was standing next to it or something.
Yeah.
And then she grabbed it, and then those last two were, I guess, for her, and that's when she fell because
Yeah, probably knocked over the tripod.
He killed a girl, or what was it? Was a woman?
Killed a woman, the woman that you saw.
They were screaming, "Are you kidding me?" Those last two shots when that camera fell, that camera was in her hand, and when she fell, she had been struck.
And I believe also at the very
this
beginning
in,
of that clip, there was a
where was
man.
this-
Hold
where'd
on.
this happen? Where
At
did
the
it
very beginning of that stream, there was a man on the right hand side of the frame.
Yeah.
For the first few frames, I think that is the man who got killed as well.
That's the man that what?
Got killed. I think that is a picture of the guy who got killed.
That lady right there on the
You
right.
see the guy on the right? Just spinning around, looking left and right.
That's the wife. That's the wife.
Okay, hold on. Let me look again. All right, I'm zooming in.
All right. That is
That's a dude.
That was the.
On the right, that's a dude who he's gone now.
That's
not
the girl,
not
the
her, not the girl at the end of the video.
Yeah, I saw.
But
Yeah,
notice
he's
how
on.
like the girl's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That has to do with the wife or girlfriend.
And then she kind of walked towards her husband.
Exactly. So the dude shot like.
And the guy that's
fucking
she's
cheater.
yelling at, that's the shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's, are you crazy?
Yeah, she
The
knew
one
him.
that looks like Cage
Are you
Reality.
kidding me? Oh my! And
What did you say, Justin?
I said the one that looks like Cage Reality.
I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
don't understand how. Like, are you kidding me? She, man, any normal person would have ran
No, everybody reacts differently. bro.
Yeah, he that close
I guess
running don't
It
seem.
does too. It does me too. It does.
Yeah, that's what happens when someone attacks you verbally or physically. Your natural flesh wants to retaliate.
I think
we're not talking about punching someone, right? We're talking about shooting.
I think this guy, if you could see his face, he was looking everywhere. I think his fight or flight was kicking in. He was like left, right. He's looking everywhere, like he was looking for a place to run. What he says?
And he wasn't even the one who got shot.
I'm pretty sure he's arrested.
Him, the
No,
one.
I'm talking about the one who got shot.
You can't see the guy who got shot.
Who's the guy on the far right at the very beginning? If she paused
Random
it,
dude.
Random
dude.
All right,
No,
I
it's
saw
not.
it.
That's the husband. That was a
Oh, my
husband.
bad. So he moved. He moved. bro.
Yeah, he backed up a
Wearing
few
a
before he
black
got
shirt.
popped. That's what I was
Is
saying.
anyone
So
aware
he's kind of saw what was coming.
Yes, look, if you could look, and maybe she could slow it down or something, you'll see his eyes are big as bow dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought he saw the gun and was like, "Oh, something's going down," but that he wasn't the guy.
Yeah.
Is anywhere aware of the actual story behind this, or?
Yes,
that was a
Yeah.
good story, Cynthia. I'm sure you could recap.
Do you want me to? Well, it was two YouTube content creators. One of them, the one that was passed, has 4,000 subs. The one that was the executioner had 11,000. Was it 11,000? 13? What was it, Joe? Close to 14?
15, I think.
And they had been having YouTube beef. They had been striking each other's pages. I think the gentleman that had the higher number struck the other gentleman's page. They were trolling each other, going back and forth.
One dude's wife got sprayed with mace. Don't forget
Right.
that
One
part.
dude's wife got sprayed with mace. Apparently, one was in Sin City, Las Vegas, and the other one came in there and he was like, "Oh, I heard you came to my city." He was driving around. "I heard you're in my city," and they were both
Yeah.
live streaming while they're around town.
It was like, I hope I run into him.
Yeah. And then I guess he was on the strip live streaming and he's like, "Bet I know where you're at.
I know exactly where y'all at.
Because you're in my turf now."
So the guy from Vegas is the shooter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Typical.
He's like typical.
Sin City, man. It's Sin City.
Absolutely.
Fucking shit.
I don't know. Ruck is from there, and he's all right. He's okay.
Right.
So it's the first time they met in real life.
Well, I guess they would have had to met before.
2 years before someone's wife got sprayed. So something happened there with Mace. So
Yeah.
they probably met there in some fashion. But they definitely went back and forth. And I can assume they hadn't met recently because he was foaming at the mouth that this guy was in his city. Had dude been in his city before, or had they bumped to each other before, he would not have been as thirsty. And I also believe that the guy intentionally inflamed it. I got a good reason to believe it because they got him in a restaurant, saying shit. He intentionally inflamed that guy. Went to his city, could have had business there or not, but he intentionally used that platform to troll dude.
Hello, Mr. Rene Rodriguez. Is anybody familiar with this gentleman?
Negative.
Yeah. It's just just to clear up some things. These guys had an internet beef, man. That's what it was, back and forth, both of them. I'm not gonna go into no big details, but it just started off as a beef, and it just got out of hand. And the gentleman and his wife have been to Vegas before numerous times while this beef was going on. So it's not like a time thing,
Does it have to do with the woman or?
No, the two gentlemen. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess in the beginning it was all of them. There's a lot of videos out there. I'm not going to elaborate on any of it, but
yeah. Well, hi, Renee. Good, nice. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate that. And you came in hot with some good information. Do you mind if I ask a couple of questions?
Yeah, sure.
And if you don't want to answer, I completely understand. Do you know how long the beef had been going on?
It's been a couple of years.
A couple of years?
Yeah.
Were they friends at one time and then fell out, or?
Yeah, I guess it was like a friends thing or acquaintance. It's kind of hard for me to pinpoint. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because the shooter is the guy from Vegas. He was kind of like a local YouTube celebrity at that time or whatever
Right.
you call it.
Yeah.
And the other people were just, visitors,
Right. Do you think that they were taking? I keep looking at my phone every time I hear that. Somebody boop. It
What
ain't
was the
me.
mace deal? Did someone mace someone first and then?
Well, we heard that one of their wives were maced by the other gentleman.
Yeah, it was.
Which
It was
side
the,
was it?
yes. The couple that is no longer here is the one that she got maced several years back.
Oh, by the same.
Wow, you maced her a couple years ago, then you come kill her and her husband. You brutal motherfucker.
Yeah, that was like a warning shot, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I was just I was just getting started.
When
No,
keeping
it
it
was just a-
real
It was just
goes
a building.
wrong.
It's
Goes
just a
wrong.
building up thing, because the
They
guy from
did the-
Vegas had a really good, he had a really good YouTube. You know what I mean? Like he had numbers and he had super chats and he had everything going for him. And after this other gentleman, started a, I guess, another channel that just basically trying to keep him from, exposing him, then he started to lose a lot of that. So I think old boy just kind of snapped over the fact of his demise, but what he didn't understand is, he was the victim of his own demise,
I assume that he was feeling himself with them 4,000 subs.
His ego was bigger than his personality.
Yeah. YouTube will do that. You'll think you're famous, man. It'll fuck with your head if you're not careful.
And that's what happened, because that guy from Vegas was streaming every day.
I was about to ask that.
His-
How many hours would he go live daily?
I mean, it varied, but I mean, the guy had several channels, and his main channel was like every day. Like their stick was, hey, we're vlogging or whatever it is every day of the week.
Right. He's just shot on sight. How hot does it have to be for a motherfucker like, just immediately, yeah, motherfucker, now what? Pop. How? Wow. Did he know when he saw him? He at least thought he was going to have to fight, I'm sure.
Well, they say that a lot of that guy's supporters were telling him where old boy was at.
Yeah, I bet. It's logical, right?
So
That's the internet for you.
It really seems, if you look at a lot of I'm not going to go into all them details, but the videos are out there. If you see a lot of the videos, it looks seriously like premeditated. There was
wow,
like it was gonna,
yeah.
That's what old boy
just,
was.
his fans could read that he was gonna,
Yeah, and they're watching the other guys stream too, and they're like,
and egging it on.
Yeah. How many viewers would they have? Over 100, 200? Did they have high numbers and during their live streams?
When they were really up there, they had quite a bit of numbers. I don't know the numbers offhand. I couldn't even
Right. Okay.
estimate that. All I can say is that at one time they had a good thing going, but as he was treating some of his people in his inner circle a certain way, it just started to.
I gotta
turn into a
ask
big
Joe,
old
all
thing.
the
Joe,
text messages. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot, but all the text
You have to
messages.
excuse Joe. It
It just makes my mind wonder with all them text messages. 87 different things pop in my head. I should
He got ADHD.
apparently. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I'll wait. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
weird. I'll interrupt you again too. I'm just telling you.
Joe, cool.
See?
I imagine that the community now is like everybody's streaming this, everybody's covering it, everybody's
That's
reviewing.
where my mind went. Yeah.
So is that, am I accurate in that, Renee? How is the community receiving it? Are they following?
Everybody and their grandmas covering this thing.
Oh, I mean, obviously we're here, but I'm talking about the main community that they were a part of, not necessarily the outsiders like us. Yeah. Okay.
It's more of
the guy's incorporated, right? Like,
yeah.
Exactly. He's gotten like how many years?
Who knows?
Well, it just happened this week.
Yeah, he hasn't even seen a.
Yeah.
The news things that he just barely saw the judge, and I think he's on the 12th or something. I think he's got.
Yeah, he's going back there.
If you're gonna 86 someone, how stupid you got to be to do it on video.
That's exactly my point.
And he ran for a day or so. It took him a little while to find him.
If you're gonna do something, I mean, look, I'm not condoning violence, but wouldn't you like fucking wait, like to talk to the guy? Like,
I would.
hang out,
yes.
like, take him to a corner. I hope I don't sound like a fucking like.
No, who would do the shit on stream? Do you have
Why are y'all
fucking
talking about what are you talking about? Why would they do it on the stream? They're internet bloggers. They live their life on the stream.
Yes,
Why-
but doesn't I was gonna say, but do you not
If you're
have the
gonna do
forethought
something, do it at
to
least
know?
right.
Why the fuck is my phone ringing this late?
Happen, like really, like.
Yeah, I mean, you live.
I'm sure he could have.
Like, you know what? Let's hang out. You know what? Let's go to the
Dumbass.
beach. Or well, that's Vegas. Oh, you know what? Hey, pretend I just
Yeah, they want to pretend to be gangsters and shit. But even
Yeah.
a gangster, like gangsters, yeah, you could live stream and like say I'm gonna go get this guy, and then do it, but not on stream. And the next day, everybody know you did it, but you can't prove
Yes,
it
man.
because it's not on video, at least.
I think you should
your whole
know.
stream would have knew you did it because you said you were gonna.
Yes,
do it.
he's bruised up. You talked all that
fucking-
shit.
Video.
a fucking real gangster will come at you with smiles. I mean, God, you guys seen the movies? That's fucking true. They come, hey, and they take you out to dinner, and they pretend like they're your
But
friend.
we're not talking about those. Our gangsters have changed. We're
Yeah.
2025, and we're talking about YouTube gangsters. Every-
They look like me and you, bruh.
COE, content over everything. You know how many
Very
content
good.
creators I hear say that?
Very good. I never heard it, but I hear you.
I never heard of that, but look, the guy, I personally, knock on wood, that's not me. But I'm just saying, like, if you really want to demise someone, and you want to do it correctly.
Oh my, no, don't do it at all.
No, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, I Cynthia, I hope that I don't sound like a demon. I'm just saying.
Certainly don't do it on live.
I mean, you're gonna do
the type of person who does something like that has no control. They don't have.
That's what I was trying to get.
Maybe-
They're not very
maybe he
smart.
Maybe he
Right,
don't give
so-
a shit, and he likes the attention, and he's gonna like court, and he's
Would-
gonna like
would-
dog.
Yeah,
and he's
and-
gonna-
Well,
and
yes,
then-
yes, but
and then
Rocky,
he's gonna like
wouldn't you
getting in the
agree?
asshole.
Psycho.
Wouldn't you agree, Rocky, that if he had taken any time to think this out, this move ends all of his success and fame? Yes, you get to go to court, your trial is big, then you're done, or the best you can do is jail letters. Did he think of that?
No, they don't think like that.
No,
They
and then
don't
how much is it
think
gonna
like that.
cost him? In Vegas
No,
is
if you
fucking
thought
expensive.
ahead, if you think ahead, You wouldn't.
You're right.
even
You
murder
wouldn't be on
nobody.
live shooting the motherfucker, right?
You wouldn't murder nobody because you know your retribution God's real. You know.
Very good.
There's a
Renee,
lot of shit.
Yes.
Renee, how come Manny Sin City Manny is dressed as a clown? Like, is he like the?
I mean, that was just his shtick. You know what I mean?
Is
I
he
mean,
here to amuse you?
everybody's got their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Shtick. You know, it wasn't.
Okay.
It
No,
was.
I mean like.
Yeah, it was
Crunk
just mainly like.
Tommy,
yeah, it was like costume. You know, it was like costume.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
I
wasn't.
got a buddy who does a facial makeup too.
So
Yeah.
did he do music or anything? Like his content was just basically.
Zephyr, we don't mean to be rude. Your mic is just really bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
No, I just didn't want you to think
Oh
that
my
people are ignoring you and
Boy,
jumping over.
you are not getting a gold star today. Was his content just live vlogging, or did he have a weekly show? Well, you already said he
I mean, it was just live. You know, live vlogging. You know, whatever the case. Fremont. You know.
Yeah, that's what I
Party.
figured.
Yeah, a lot of partying and stuff like that. I mean, it was legit
He
content.
probably was high in cocaine as well.
Oh, stop it, Mike. We don't know. That was a legend. Please stop. No, Renee, do you think there's a part of the story that hasn't been told through the media or through everybody, or have you seen it take on a narrative that's simply not true?
I mean, it's just, you know, there's a lot of, I mean, obviously people who don't know, kind of like, you know, what's going on here. You know, you guys really don't know what's going on. You're just going by what you heard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, you need somebody to come in here and at least try to give some kind of context. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I do.
And I don't know everything. I'm not one to say I know everything. I just know a little bit about a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even know who the fuck you are. Really.
Did you watch? Yeah, you did say you watched.
Exactly.
Watch at least
You know,
one on beforehand.
You know, it's the same. I just saw this pop up on my YouTube. I was like, well, I'm gonna see what the fuck's going on here with these people.
I'm curious, man. You were getting a lot of text messages. Did it have anything? Or you were streaming or something?
Oh no. I'm at work, man. That's my.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So you were talking about me and the text.
Yes, I was talking about all those texts.
No, I'm at work and that shit's going on.
Are you in the West Coast?
All right, thank you for that.
No, I'm in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I just left Texas. I dumped that girl up on the top panel in the middle. I dumped her in Texas.
No, Texas on the rise. Dallas
in the house.
Yeah, Dallas is basically they're trying to make it
210. 210, baby.
Yeah, New York City's dying.
Didn't y'all just have something out there?
I'm sorry.
Didn't y'all have something over? Isn't that San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
Didn't y'all just have another situation happen out there?
What situation? There's always a situation. Right?
She's talking about something dramatic or bad.
Yeah,
It's
I
going to
couldn't
get her to
remember.
kill.
I was hoping, and I want to say because it was something that happened.
Yeah, the biggest situation right now is we're getting Kevin Durant on the Spurs.
I heard in Texas the governor's going to sign that weed is completely outlawed and they're going to start arresting.
It was outlawed now. I got a bit fighting something for
Yeah,
2.5 years a week case in Texas.
Yeah, but
New York Knicks suck. Anyway,
anyway, Renee, were you a sub to one of these?
Oh
the
yeah,
shooter or
both.
the?
I mean, yeah, I was a sub to both. I was just
okay.
Did you hit their panels too?
Not really.
What was the?
Did you see it coming? Were
more
you?
of a chatter of a, you know, just.
Were you watching it when it ramped up? Did you see it coming? Did you have your own opinions?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really see it coming. I guess because I'm naive to whatever. You know, I guess the only reason why I didn't see anything like this extreme coming out of it is because, you know, the dude and his wife been to Vegas several times and all this, right? And
Right. You wouldn't expect. Right.
It would happen in the game.
Very good. Yeah.
You're not
I
gonna
hear you.
wait. You're not gonna sit on it. You know, he's been here 3 or 4 times, and you're not gonna be after the first time like, you know, okay, I'm out. I'm gonna go get him. You know, today or tomorrow or the next time that he's. I mean, when are you gonna do it? You know, like. So I mean, if it didn't happen the first few times, you just don't think it's gonna happen. You know.
What was the main beef? I mean,
No, it was just you. I mean, you can look it up. It was just like back and forth stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I
High school
don't,
stuff.
I don't get it, but each to his own. I personally, I could only speak. I mean, hey, I sound full of shit, but that's just me. I don't know.
So the guy that lived there, he used to go out live on the street in Vegas and show people where to go and have fun
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, your typical, like, just like everybody else does there. Hey, this is cool, this place or that place, or walk the strip and talk and BS and whatever. Like, I mean, it wasn't nothing like, whoa, wow. But I mean, it
So
was.
the guys that got knocked off, they probably subbed to him to know where to go when they got there, and that's probably how they got, because they probably had plans to go to Vegas, and so they subbed to him and then found out.
Well, I think they've been aware of each other for over a couple of years.
Yeah, they've seen each other on the at Free.
What was the other channel's content about? It wasn't about what was their content about? The ones that got.
Do you think that also the woman had influence in that? Like,
I don't think it was so much that. I mean,
no,
it all started like that.
because I've met crazy women here, and you just a pussy. You're not gonna respond. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
I've gotten that shit. I've gotten that. Like, so are you a faggot? Like, oh my god, I've gotten shit like that, and I'm like,
he could face the death penalty.
I'm trying to figure out the.
Oh yeah, he couldn't he?
He qualifies for aggravated circumstances according to just a brief review of the statutes in Nevada. There could be some details that would qualify for mitigating circumstances, though I don't know his personal legal history.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people say,
But the fact that he did it in a crowd, with makes it aggravated murder, and what counts as a crowd in order to make it aggravated murder is if there's 2 or more people.
Well,
Just the fact that he shot 2 people right there is already aggravated murder in the first degree. In Nevada, it appears to be just murder in the first, and then murder in the second degree is everything else.
Oh wow!
it gets really deep. Like Snow.
I know.
It's so deep.
I will show you this clip, but then y'all are gonna say, "Oh, this is what you do to aggravate people." So I'm not gonna show you the clip, but it would be really entertaining right now, because in Renee, I have my own beef, right? And this kind of took me off guard, but my beef is with another man. It's not with a woman, but I have my own beef. Just this week, I've been threatened with, I'm going to expose you. My phone number was put out there. And it's like, see, I keep trying to tell people, y'all, like, we can all say it's just on YouTube, but it really there's some people that just get so mad and it goes to real life.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
No, I agree. But to be quite fair,
hang on real quick, Mike. Hang on. Go ahead, Renee.
So that's kind of what happened in this situation. So there was a lot of, hey, I know your address, and then putting up your address, putting up his, I know your work, and putting up the work, and then it ends up it's definitely like a cautionary tale, right? Like it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
I think we just need to be better people on the internet, man. Basically,
I'm with you.
I've seen that on the internet.
Protect your identity.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that.
Don't be streaming everywhere you go. I heard another guy say, "Man, I don't stream." This is another. I was watching another one, and he's like, "I don't put out there, hey, I'm over here at this spot, or I'm over here at that spot, just in case." He said he got people that might not like him, that might show up. I don't know.
Yeah, as auditors, we never let people know where we going. Well, usually we don't.
Yeah, I mean, you just do your, you do your thing, and then that's it.
Right, you'll know when I drop a video or something.
Man, all I know is that Tarek wouldn't go that far. my personal opinion, I don't think
What about 2 years from now if they're still going at it?
yeah, they might be crazy, but no, they're not gonna go there.
I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee.
All right, give me some cocoa.
You never know who's gonna go that far.
Should I just mute or should I just?
Yeah,
knock off?
mute. No, mute. What did you say, Listen?
You never know who's gonna go how far.
I think that's
If you
true.
think you
that is
know,
true.
you definitely don't.
Yeah, I do agree with that, but no, well, I could be mistaken, but listen, I don't get the feeling that Tarek, I highly fucking doubted that, like, even Lindsay, she's not gonna really.
You see my man down there, he highly doubted that guy would go kill those two people.
Yeah.
The wife couldn't believe it while she was being shot.
Yeah,
that's
true. It
She
shocked
stood
her.
there in disbelief instead of running because she couldn't even believe it was happening as it was happening.
Yeah, she didn't see it coming.
It's going to be really interesting to see the aftermath of all of this. How are YouTube rules and regulations going to change? Do you
Yeah,
think
right. Yeah, they're gonna probably
they're
slam
going
or
to do
something.
some type of policing or monitoring?
They
Or
have to. It's
the
an opportunity.
I wish they would, but I don't think they will. Not in America.
Definitely for somebody
That's
out there to say, "Oh, look, now we can set the rules. Now we can,
Right.
Now we got something to build on here." You know,
In America, your details are a commodity, so I don't think they'll regulate.
What, Joe?
We're gonna have to squeeze Zephyr in her mic so shit every time she try to talk, she gets stepped on.
Okay. Zephyr, what do you think?
Is it
You
better?
need to get her a headset.
It's not, yo.
Your microphone is not full duplex, so whenever anybody else says anything, it completely cuts you off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's okay. I'll just get my cards out.
Ooh, cam up.
You see my word cards.
I have actually, but your word cards are cute, but I vote for Terrorist Kitty.
Yeah, Terrorist Kitty is being really good and sleeping. Well, no, he's not sleeping. I'll show you him.
Yay!
Hang on,
Oh, that's a baby.
Hang on.
Yeah, I didn't see shit. Oh,
Look at his beans.
His foot looks so big.
yeah.
Because he's kitten.
Look at him.
He's so cute.
just like that.
Big old feet.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like Nina.
He's
I have 3 cats.
We woke him up. Oh.
Hurted. Uh-oh, now he's awake. Uh-oh, we're in
Damn
trouble.
it, Dennis.
Terror begins. Inshallah, my brother. Inshallah.
Renee, do you have a channel on YouTube?
What's that?
Do you have a YouTube channel on YouTube?
I'm not built for that life.
I like living.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we can say that this is where it goes, and it'd be hard for people to argue different now.
Yeah, I definitely, I'm
Now.
not gonna comment no
Yeah, a lot of people still argue that dumb shit.
nonsense. I'm not gonna do any nonsense commenting on anybody's shit no more. I mean, I'm just gonna be one of those lurkers from the outside.
You don't want no parts of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want
Those are the ones I am afraid of the most.
I don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? I'd like to still be alive for a little longer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Are you in? Oh, you're in Texas. My bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't fuck around down here anyway, so it don't matter. I mean,
I know a lot of YouTubers in
You said
Texas.
inshallah.
I got my
Yeah.
CW. I ain't gonna let nobody come up on me.
All right, that was insane.
Yeah, we've had our content creators down here. They fist fought before. As a matter of fact, one of them just got touched this week, but we've not had pew pews. Although everybody suspects we will. Like one
I
day.
got Buddy. He's in Texas. He shot at another YouTube buddy of mine.
Dang.
Yeah. The guy was trolling him and threw cans. He was trying to say that he's broke, and he collected 10 cans and threw them over his gate. And as he drove off, dude came out and popped at the car.
It is not that serious. It is never that serious. But people, you never know what personal battles they're going through, and whatever sets them off could be nothing to you, but everything to them. When I saw Manny in the courtroom, Renee, I made the comment of like, man, he knows that this is being made.
He was look stern and good.
Yeah,
and
he
like,
was
I'm
looking
taking it like a champ.
Yeah.
He looked. I saw that too. I was like, damn, he got that stone cold killer face on him now.
Mm-hmm.
He got that taste. I don't think he was really about that life, and then
No,
I think now that he got that taste, now he's like, I made it. You know what I mean?
he saw a camera in there, of course, that's what he does.
This is gonna be what makes him, infamous, right?
It'll about 2 years from now, after the trial's over and the letters and shit stop coming and the TV clips stop, he's gonna feel empty as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be like
Have you
that.
guys heard of a girl? I think she's Muslim. Well, I don't.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
And then that she basically, her channel was cut off, and she decided to go to the YouTube corporation and kill some couple of people.
Holy no, I didn't hear that.
I fucking she basically decided that she was gonna, and then her parents tried to call the cops, and she killed a couple of people, and then
So she
shot
did.
them.
She unalived a couple of people, and it was the YouTube woman.
Yeah, and she's like, she was just basically dancing. All she did was dancing and do some funny weird shit on YouTube, and then YouTube basically decided to end her.
That's so scary, man. That people are so
She's just like, you know
invested.
what? Like, I'm fucking taking vengeance. I mean, you guys can correct me if you know the story. I don't.
I don't. I'm shocked that we don't.
You know that, Cynthia, about the story about the.
I got it. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up.
I know you talented. Fuck you.
Oh, shut up.
I hate you to say what was talking shit about me at the beginning of the show. Now I'm a talented fuck.
I got so many open. I don't know where the heck it is. Okay.
Identified as the woman that came here and opened fire on YouTube, has been identified as a woman that was making YouTube videos. It was her father that told authorities, warning them that she hated the company, and the family, before this shooting happened, reached out to authorities, asking them to check
This
on her
is
before this
recent
shooting
or
took
back in
place.
the day?
7 years ago.
Shots rang out just before
Yeah, I
1
remember
p.m.
this.
Tuesday, lunch hour for hundreds of workers at YouTube's headquarters.
We have a report.
Okay, let's stop and talk about it so we can be within the guidelines.
Yeah, I totally.
Anything y'all want to say about it? This video, let me take a look real quick. It is from 7 years ago.
Well, yeah,
That was important. I'm glad that Dennison asked that question. That was important because if I'd have lumped it in with this one, I'd have felt a certain type of way.
And you see the picture that you see that you see her. There's a picture of her.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's
Yeah, that's her. I got the right one. Well,
Yep, you got the right one.
With a gun, they heard 7 to 8 shots being fired. This will be
Damn,
the
she
YouTube
crazy.
building.
Police responding to the active shooter in minutes, racing onto the YouTube campus along with SWAT teams and paramedics as terrified employees streamed out of the complex with their hands raised. 3 people shot, 2 women and a man who was the most seriously injured.
They identified a female in a white shirt. That's the one we have down in the center court area with the gunshot wound in the chest.
Overnight,
Oh,
police
wow.
identified the shooter as 39-year-old Nasima Agdam, a woman who last lived in the San Diego area. Police telling NBC News Agdam may have been angry at the video sharing site, claiming that YouTube discriminated and filtered her content.
And if you go and check my videos, you see that my new videos hardly get views, and my old videos.
oh my gosh, how many
You're right.
times we all heard this?
Welcome to YouTube, nigga.
Oh my gosh. And it's crazy. I was thinking, so this is even pre-2019. So
Nothing's changed.
yeah, this was happening because Oh wow, no wonder I didn't know about it. I wasn't even really on YouTube then.
Videos that used to get many views stopped getting views.
Agdam had a large YouTube presence
Yeah,
with multiple
that's
channels
80 of my
for animal
friends
rights
say
activism
that.
to bizarre musical parodies. Witnesses describing the chaos.
I came to the courtyard, and that's when I heard a bunch of yelling going on. And there was a person out there yelling, you know, do you want to shoot me? And I froze, and I noticed that laying 25 feet away from this individual was an individual that had been shot.
She shot that person 10, 11 times, nonstop.
Authorities
Damn.
believe Agdam
Killed
took
a
her
lot,
own life
yeah,
as
a
police
lot of
closed
people.
in. They say she used a 9mm handgun in the attack. Her car was found near the site of the shooting. It's the same car a woman with the
You wanna
same name
pause
was
this, sir?
reportedly found sleeping in.
Yeah, I wonder. So, like, why would she have done this 10 times? Like, was this my ex-lover?
That
And-
does sound passion filled.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or did she just see the first one I'm seeing catching heat today?
Very good.
You guys want to know what's so fucked up? That the parents reported her. It's like,
The dad, yeah.
listen, like guys, that this person is dangerous, and they found her in her car sleeping. And
I thought she got
they let
shot
her
in the
go.
chest.
They're like, no, it's okay. Oh, you go about your day. And the parents reported her. Like, this is a person who was dangerous.
Well, I imagine that they
Took a
was
lot of
like,
people with her.
I imagine they didn't think she was gonna go out and do it that day. They thought, you know, listen, we've been talking about it. I think she's at that point. We need to let other people know. They didn't know that she was gonna slide
I mean,
out
she was
that.
sleeping in that white car. She was basically, and she was really cool. She was calm, and but the parents already reported her, the dad especially. So like, listen, my daughter's a very dangerous person. She's about to murder, and then basically
That's it.
Unalive, Mike. Unalive. She's about to unalive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's saying something. Yeah.
Don't say the other word.
Oh, okay.
Got thank you. All right, let's finish this. Perfect.
All right.
We're almost.
Early Tuesday morning by police, about a half hour away from the YouTube campus. After the rampage, YouTube CEO tweeting, "There are no words to describe how horrible it was to have an active shooter at YouTube today. Our hearts go out to all those injured and impacted today. We will come together and heal as a family."
So that woman, Gotti, was sleeping in her car you mentioned in the piece. Give us a little more background on that.
Yeah, that's right, Hoda. So several days ago, the family down in Southern California had reported Agdam missing. And then the Mercury News is now reporting that about 25 miles away from here in a town of Mountain View, she was found sleeping in her car very early in the morning by police. They made contact with her. They spoke with her. And then they called the family and told them everything was under control.
Wow.
Gotti, thank you so much.
Good job,
Today, fans,
officer.
thanks for checking out our YouTube.
Holy. There you go. That's for law enforcement for you.
Man. Good story there, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to definitely be interesting to see how they crack down, to see what changes will be implemented. And sometimes I always think, I'm going to go find a new community. And it's just starting to realize they're the same everywhere.
I think so.
Crazy motherfuckers for now, I suppose.
It's crazy motherfuckers in most of them, that's for sure.
I just wonder if she was making good money and then she's like, oh, I cannot live without YouTube. I don't know.
It's interesting because she was complaining about her fucking views. I don't know if it was a prestige she felt was tied to it, or was it money?
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what happened here in this situation. You know, that Manny he had a really good. He was making some pretty decent money. His views were up there, his super chats and all that. And
Right on.
as he started to, have some people in his circle that he outed, out of that circle, well, they, people lost interest, I guess, as that's what it is, or people left because certain people, just the way he treated the people around him after a while started to rub other people the wrong way. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, they probably got to know the real him a little better.
he really was, the reason for his own demise in the when he, if
Oh,
you look at
wow.
the beginning.
I saw in one of the videos him and his wife were together. I'm assuming, was his wife with him at the time of that incident, or no?
Oh yeah, yeah.
She was there too. Like,
Yeah,
well,
and
not the one.
they were live streaming themselves, but supposedly what I have heard is that they were just live streaming some of it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they just started I don't know if they both went into that situation knowing what was going to happen and then started the stream like right
You
there.
could imagine the guy with the gun knew it was going to happen because
Yeah.
they lived there. They
It's
knew
like
they
when
were
I
close.
told, yeah, and it's like when I told my wife about it, she's like, "How the fuck did she not know he didn't have a gun with him and something was gonna go down?" She goes,
Yeah,
I know
stop
when
it.
you have your gun, and if I knew something was gonna go down, we're not going nowhere."
Right. Good point.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure maybe that's what it was, or maybe they
Yeah.
were stopping this guy. Maybe I don't know what his. Obviously something, because when he was walking, you watch him in that video and he's walking, he's just stone cold looking straight, like
Right.
he's got this like robotic look to him, like he's in another zone. Like
The demons. Boy, I be telling you, the demons walk among.
The Zen, someone said.
oh yeah, I know,
It's
definitely.
like he was programmed to basically do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think he was set in his mind when he got off his car over there, wherever he parked that was gonna happen.
Yeah, he was ready. So Mandy's page, I've heard on one of the news clips, is taken down, right? But the other gentleman, his page is still up.
Yes.
Finney, what is it? Finney the Legend.
Yes.
So Mandy's wife, I assume, although she was there and nothing said anything about her, so she's not been picked up or she's not charged or anything, correct? Am I right?
I'm assuming so. I mean, nobody knows anything. Nobody knows where she is or what's going on. I don't think she's being charged, but
Well, yeah. Did she have her own channel too, or did they share a channel?
no, she had her own channel too, like a cooking type. They had like a little group, I guess, of channels within a channel. I guess I don't know how YouTube works.
Yeah.
Supposedly they took all of it down.
Oh, okay.
So you can't see anything Sin City, whatever. You can't. It's all gone. But supposedly that the police are already. This is just what I've heard. Supposedly that the police, already looking into all them videos. They're going over all the videos from both parties. So obviously, just because you delete your channel doesn't mean that your shit's deleted off the YouTube server.
Right.
And if the police come knocking at the YouTube door, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, come on in. We ain't got nothing to hide."
Joe, do you suspect anybody from, like, now that Renee said they're going through all the old YouTube videos and reviewing them? Do you think that people on panels could be caught into this spaces?
Oh, I think your Mike went out. People can be bothered to what?
Could the people could be called into the case as a witness? Like if I sat on a panel with you,
Interesting.
this is going to be interesting because even though we're in different states and this happened there, but because we sit on panels together,
If they gave a fuck and because they'd have to dedicate money to it. They couldn't do it to all of us YouTubers over all of our gripes. But for shit like this, if you were going to be thorough, it seems in the line of logic.
Interesting. Huh. Well, I'm definitely
especially in this case, because supposedly his supporters were giving out the location of where this wife was. So that would show, that they were watching it on a separate deal. Just like anybody, you can open up a YouTube, whatever windows of a YouTube. So there's people out there. Hey man, go down here. He's down here to the left, halfway down, right. Start looking now.
Right. He on his way.
Yeah, he's on his way, and I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, what are they going to do about all that? I mean.
And then there's the other thing. If they go back and watch these, what?
Is that an accessory? If I now aided and abetted you in this crime by telling you where he is, giving you play by play, and you can't say I didn't do it because you
I
can
don't
pull up
think
my
that would
screen?
hold up in any
You don't
court.
think so? Okay, good.
That's an
Yeah,
accessory.
At least not yet.
at least not yet. Right.
Yeah, but everything's gonna tie it up together.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
I mean, very clearly, this is a fucking, you know, a fucketry, in my opinion. Like, well, clearly everything is not organized. It's not planned. When things are organized and planned, that's different. But this is like a guy who's just using his own emotion. He doesn't give a shit if he's gonna get arrested.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
anyone who's contributing to
that
that
up.
and helping him, he's just also shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah, I don't think any shit's gonna play into anything because it's right now it's an open and shut case to me because he said there was self-defense when they clearly didn't find any weapons on the two people that
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and then the video speaks for itself. This is a fucking
he did
idiot.
a lot of stuff wrong for somebody who's claiming self-defense and saying, well, I got a CCW, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, anytime I've ever learned about CCW is that, you know, it all depends on who's calling 911 first. You know, if you you know, if you're the guy who shot and you didn't call 911 and report, hey man, something happened here, you know, you're in some deep shit already.
And if you did call, you know, that certainly covers you a ton better. Man, you see I was trying not to hurt
To
him.
a certain degree, it does. To a certain degree, it does. But at the end, the way. I'm sorry, Joe.
Any chance that there's something occurred on the video? No, he wasn't armed. There's nothing that could have justified him pulling that weapon.
Yeah. If
Well,
you
we-
look at the video. Go ahead, sorry.
It was just a cold deal, you know. That's all it is to it. Open and shut. Not even the what do you call it? What do they call those people at the court? What are those lawyers?
Prosecutors.
Prosecutor. Or the district attorney.
Yeah, something like that. They didn't even want
District attorney is the state.
Yeah, if you look at his courtroom footage, they didn't even want to have nothing to do with that. They're like, oh, we're gonna send this to somebody else because they're like this is an open shut case.
Well, we're also going to get all that CCT footage. It's going to be a while, but we are going to get that from the strip footage. But that's going to be interesting too. That's going to play a huge role.
Yeah, it looked like it happened pretty fast. I can't imagine they were there arguing for 5 to 10 minutes. It looked like
No, but you're going to see him park. You're going to see, did he watch? You're going to see, did he circle around and catch him there? You're going to see.
That'll tell us a lot. Yeah.
I'm just like, once again, I'm not condoning any violence, but he was so
this guy.
I just don't get like how the fuck like you circling around. You really want to get this motherfucker. You probably like fucking biting on your teeth so hard, and you probably find the right parking spot.
Right.
You're not going to. You just basically throw the shit like, and you. Fucking
Don't say the word. Don't say the word.
You're incriminated yourself like, and you couldn't do it the perfect way. I don't know.
Well,
you just comment on how dumb he is.
I mean, the reason why I say I think it's going to be open and shut is because, like, the day before this happened, that guy Manny had a video out there, and you can find this. You'll find it. Everybody else probably seen it up there, you know, saying, hey, looking for the dude already, you know.
Right.
You know, I'm riding around looking for you.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, they're going to show that, and they're going to be like, well, why are we even going to court, right? Like, what are we going to do?
They might not go to court.
Yeah,
They might plead.
Life in prison. You know, hey man, you're
You're doomed.
That's what will the argument will be over, though. The defense is going to try to argue for mitigating circumstances, and the state is going to want to go for that.
Did the couple that lost their lives, did they have any children?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know how many. I couldn't.
They did. Oh man.
They both. You know, like I said, both people. It's a tremendous loss on both sides. You know, over some stupid shit. You know, it's just
right.
And people say YouTube shit. Oh, it ain't nothing. It's just YouTube. It's nothing to do with real life.
What is the What's the air like over there in the core community that they came from? Are they having conversations like, oh my God, we've taken this too far, or there's still more? I knew that this was gonna happen. You could have seen it in this live or that live.
I think it's more mixed. I think it's more of a mixed deal, really, right now. Nobody's really saying much. Right now it's a lot of grieving and a lot of people that know, who he is, who him and his wife were. It's just now.
Where were they from? If they weren't from Vegas, where were they from?
Arizona, I believe.
Wow. And they I wonder if they knew each other in real life or just met on the internet and this turned into that. That's insane.
Yeah. I don't know how far into that. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure somebody out there is going to put something together and it'll be a big old.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
the perfect breeding ground.
Probably even make a movie about that.
Yeah.
Kind of crime and behavior.
Yeah.
Imagine they probably make a movie, miniseries.
Wow.
There's only a certain percentage of the population that's going to react this way, be willing to go forward with committing a crime of this nature. And when you bring people together on social media, it increases the odds that you'll come across or interact with a person like that. And then given the medium, it also increases the tension and the disassociation between the people involved. It's the perfect kettle for cooking up crime.
YouTube's probably going to turn into I don't know if anybody on this panel plays like Call of Duty and stuff, or so how they have like the chat bans and all that stuff. You start saying some offensive stuff and they're like, okay, you're getting a strike. You're getting a this. I wouldn't doubt if something like that ends up happening. If somebody in the chat says, oh yeah, well you this and that, and then they're gonna be like, hey, you're getting flagged. We're not gonna.
Only way that'll happen is if a family tries to sue.
Well,
yeah. Well, this is interesting.
If some of the victims that survived try to hold YouTube accountable for their role, then I could see YouTube, changing things. Otherwise,
a lot of that's going to come up because everybody knows how the media is. So, all that's going to come up anyway. So,
wow. Interesting. Well, Renee, I definitely appreciate you coming up. I'm getting ready to shut it down. It's 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Texas time.
I'm still at work.
It's like 4:00 in the morning for me, but yeah.
Nice. I'm going to start with you, Rocky. Rocky, do you have any closing words before we head out? Man, did Rocky ever come back from getting coffee?
I don't think so.
Huh.
He's probably watching TV, drinking coffee.
Forgot he was even on a panel. Oh, wow. All right. Well, Rocky says good night. Thank you, Rocky.
Good night, Rocky.
Mike, do you have anything to say as we head out the door?
Oh, no, just very appreciative to hear your voice, Cynthia. I'm very appreciative to be in your panel. Anyway, have a good night. It was a blessing.
Awesome. I appreciate you. And get some rest. It's 4:00 in the morning, your time there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Dennison, do you have anything to say before you head out?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Dennison break your breaking news that you just put in the chat. And it just came across my screen, too.
Yeah, I guess Elon is trying to make up with Trump or ending the PSYOP, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on your perspective. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. I have my theories on that. And it's interesting because I felt like, let's just pretend, Dennison, that we thought that was a smear campaign. Like, I would have thought it would have lasted longer. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's my own thing. So thank you for breaking that news. Beefs and I guess resolutions. Who knew? Do you have any
time of resolutions now, according to the planets?
I am not a planet reader. I'm not a star reader. I just keep hearing everybody say Mars energy. I guess so.
Yes.
Would know that, right? That's more of your forte. And plus, isn't it supposed to be a pink moon or a cherry moon or something tonight?
I don't know. Full moon, what was that?
Strawberry.
Strawberry moon. Okay.
That
And what
sounds
is
sexy.
what is that?
It's just a harvest moon, like you're harvesting strawberries. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's not a pink moon,
Yeah.
though.
Harvesting strawberries.
Awesome. All righty. Well, thank you, Dennison. Do you have anything else that before you head on out?
Yes, please sub to Denizen X if you like discussion over debate and ideas over people. It's youtube.com/@denizen-x.
Hang on, I was gonna put it, but when Dennison, will you put it in the back chat? I think and I'll make sure to drop that for you. You've been going live a lot lately, haven't you?
I've been picking back up more panels. I don't really like to do panels that much, but I've been trying to promote the channel now that I'm monetized.
Nice, nice. All right, let me make sure to check out Dennison where he has discussions over debates. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, ma'am. And hit the bell, please. I go live sporadically, so hit that bell so you know when I'm live.
Hey,
thanks.
Have you ever heard from Bass? Has he ever popped up over there?
Yeah, before his channel went away, he came over to like a lot.
Huh.
I'm worried about him. Like, I hope he's okay. I miss him.
Everybody keeps asking, where's Bass?
I mean, I hope he's okay too. I think he just got what he wanted out of YouTube, and that was it.
Yeah,
The experiment was over.
Got DEI'd out because he was a Fed or something. We don't know.
Well, he is a military man.
Oh,
He could be military and naval intelligence.
maybe. That'd be
Or
weird.
I have other theories, but for another time, for another stream. But Dennison, I do appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much. Thank you. Zephyra, what do you have to say as you head out the door?
Well, don't be a red flag hole, you know. And see my icon? That is a red flag hole, and it's like a golf ball sized consciousness goes right down that hole, you know. So don't be the little golf ball, you know. Have bigger balls than that, so they don't fit.
I'm so confused after everything that happened. Like these guys, I don't know. I'm confused with those guys. I don't know.
No,
But
you're good. You're good. I think that it was. I noticed that you say respond and you never say react. So I would think about that because those words are different, and you want to respond, but it's much different than reacting.
But you said I say respond. Yeah, I'm not reacting.
Yeah, you say respond all the time.
I'm responding. I'm not reacting.
But no, you actually are reacting sometimes, but you say responding all the time. That's pretty telling. But and I'm not criticizing you. Like it's only I would not say anything if I didn't love you.
Right, but I see. Well, here's where I get it. Would think differently of it is reacting would be spontaneously. Like you hit me, I'm hitting you back. If you hit me, I'm gonna sit back and think about it for a few minutes and figure out, hey, am I mad? Why did they hit me? What is happening? And then I'm gonna respond. So
I guess it's
Yeah.
kind of in between a little bit. What you do is probably a little more plotty, a little more vengeful.
Yeah, that's the way I respond. So
But it's still kind of the same as reacting because it's like revenge is best served cold, they say. So if you just let it go cold, all the way cold, before you actually go to take action, you probably won't have to take action because
What?
it'll just play itself out.
That's how you interpret that?
I think that is probably. I think that it's a better way to respond is if you're going to be vengeful, just wait until it's totally cold.
No, but what I'm saying is you interpret that as revenge is best served cold, as in wait till it's cooled all the way down? That's how you interpret that?
Yes.
Oh,
You don't get hot and turn in.
we definitely don't interpret that the same. But wow.
Well, yeah. You should look up the meaning of that phrase, because I think that it probably will be pretty
Well, let's look
it'll
it
be
up right now. What
yeah,
does the term revenge is best served cold mean?
The term revenge is best served cold means that revenge is more satisfying when it's inflicted upon someone long after they committed the original
Oh,
wrongdoing.
really?
Perhaps
Oh my gosh. I have that wrong. Because I always took it as cold as ice.
Oh no.
Best reserved cold. So like cold as ice, like just freaking
Like
don't have
unemotional.
emotions of don't have any emotions. Just go hard in the yard.
Yeah, no. It does mean have no emotions, but like basically it's like you won't have any if you let it go long enough.
Well, what the
And
fuck? Why would I what?
See, I just
What
made this
the fuck would I just I'm so confused.
It's okay. We're all learning, right?
Yeah,
Just let
because that's
your skin
definitely not how I approach situations. Like I definitely run to the roar. Like when I think of David and Goliath in the Bible, I think about how the giant was out there just aggravating and telling, hey, where you at? Where's your biggest fighter? And David had come up there. He had really taken his brother lunch, right? And he saw them and he's like, hey, what's going on? They're like, man, David, go back, tend to the sheep, David. We got a real giant out here trying to take us down. You know, we're looking for the best warrior. And David said, well, you know what? I can take him down. I can take him down for sure, you know, because I got the slingshot and I be shooting bears. I got a tiger one time. Hey, so this is going to be light work for me tonight.
And they're like, sure, send this guy out. He'll do it.
No, they were like,
I know.
They were like, okay, David. They were like, all right, David, we're going to do this. I said, come on, we're going to go get you the king's armor. Go get this armor on, David. And David said, okay. And he put the armor on and it was too big, right? It didn't even fit him. And it was the finest. And he was like, man, I'll tell you what, I don't even need this. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to take care of it. And he just took off running and he ran to the roar. And that's just kind of how I do it. I just run to the roar. I'm not letting stuff linger. I'm not allowing that to take in space in my head. I'm dealing with it head on. I'm running to the roar. So yeah.
Yeah, and you are intuitive, so you might be actually letting it wait even longer, even though you're doing that, because you kind of see it coming. I know you do.
Yeah, I can see it coming, but I'll be like, please, maybe I'm wrong. Please don't let it come. But yeah, you did teach me something tonight. I'm glad I've never used that phrase because I never would have got it right. But yeah, I always took that as
I made 2 word cards today. And I made 2 word cards today. This one says suspend your disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one says you become dangerous to yourself and others when you have something to prove.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Well, love you, Cynthia, and you have sweet dreams, and we'll talk to you later.
All righty, bye. Man, Renee, you stepped in onto a panel tonight. At first, I was like, hey, is Renee a porn bomber? Is Renee gonna porn bomb me? Because you know those little trolls be running around. But I appreciated you coming up tonight, and especially being a Texas native.
There you go.
I love it.
No, yeah, thank you for having me on. Like I said, I just wanted to just give a little bit of info, you know, to what's going on, because a lot of people don't really know, you know. You only know what's going on, you know,
through the media, and
obviously, yeah. But you know, it's good when you can have somebody to get out there. I mean, I've been, I think I got on like 2 other panels, the different streamers too, to try to help clarify some of what's going on. But yeah, it's about the same. But yeah, no, I appreciate you. Have a good night, and then I'm gonna continue working here till the morning.
Awesome. Well, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and we'd love to hear more from you. We have conversations. As you can see, we get a little out of hand, but I always try to bring it back down to conversations.
No, I got you. I appreciate it, though. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful evening, and don't work too hard.
Oh no, I'm already on the tail end. I get out at 6 a.m.
Oh, you're already there.
Yeah, I'm almost there. So this has definitely kept me awake for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Wow, that was a good stream. It's a little chaotic, but what do you expect when you put Cynthia and Joe Cool on a panel together? We had a lot of people come up. We discussed that beef. You know, what's beef? YouTube beef. And unfortunately, we saw horrible things happen to this YouTube beef. And, well, I don't wish that upon anybody over here in our community. Although y'all do kind of get on my nerves, I would never want to see anybody, even those that I do not like. I wouldn't want to see anybody lose their life over something, especially something that we don't even own at all. So, wow. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I'm going to remind you, if you have not hit the like button, please do. And I think tonight I want to go out on a good message. I already prayed the purple one. Be aware. There's a battle going on in the mind. The prize is your soul. But let the good and great one that kept us all in shape.
For reasons I wanted to come to you tonight. You all are the age of being my children. And I want to talk to you as a parent maybe has never talked to you before. You're only here once. God has bestowed you with life. He could have made you a rose that lasted 7 days or a butterfly that only lasted 3 weeks. But he chose to give you the highest form of life, that of being a human being. And with that, he gave you goals and dreams. And I'm here to tell you, and I don't really know you, but there's no one in here who can achieve health and who cannot achieve success.